Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I am doing great. Had a good weekend, pretty quiet weekend, which is rare for me. All the kids have gone back to their respective lives. The house is quiet again. It happens after the holidays. We de-Christmasified this weekend. The house looks always so empty when you do that, but you know, back to usual, I guess. So gives you something to look forward to for next year.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Sure does. Had a great weekend as well. Quiet. I had a great weekend, but it was quiet as well. I mean, you're tapped out from all the events every single weekend. It's been like since November, right? It starts early. It starts like mid-November. You go all the way through November and December. Every weekend is something holiday family. Don't get me wrong. I love it. My favorite time of the year. But that's it. You start getting a little bit tired and just kind of want a nice quiet weekend where you're not packing the kids or doing something. So we had that this weekend. But yeah, Peter, one of the things I did on my iPhone this weekend was I reset all my settings. It is a beautiful thing.
Okay.
You should definitely do that. And I'm running into all these apps. I'm like, what are these apps doing here that I never recall downloading? So I just been on a tear, just deleting all kinds of apps on my phone. Right? I just got a bunch of stuff that I downloaded once, never used it, and some stuff I don't even know how I got there. But yeah, that's been somewhat interesting. And my phone, now that I reset the background, it looks brand new. So I really do not feel like even buying another phone at the moment. So my upgrade for Apple is not going to happen even further down the line now. So we'll look at Apple a little bit later, see how that's going to affect them. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a great weekend, guys. Let's take a quick look at this gappers list, and we'll dive into some U.S. economic data for today. Gappers list right now is huge. A lot of green in the screen this morning. Everything on the green side of things, as you can see here. I mean, goes pretty extensive. You got Riot, NVIDIA, all our usual suspects are in here today. Semis are really active this morning. MSTR and all these other ones. I'm sorry, AMD and NVIDIA, also Intel, they're all on here today. Very, very active. We'll take a look at what's happening there. But before we dive into all that, Peter, any U.S. economic data for today?
All right, fairly light calendar. Keep in mind, everybody, we're sort of back to a normal week. This would be sort of the first full week of 2025, full trading week. I say that there's an asterisk on that because, of course, we do have an unexpected closure of the markets coming up on Thursday, right? With the funeral for Jimmy Carter. The markets are going to be closed on Thursday, which is not a planned holiday, but it's something that they've announced. So anyways, but it's a full week of trading. Other than the weird Thursday thing. The economic calendar for today, fairly light. There's only two things I thought of note here, which is at 9:45, we've got the S&P services PMI number that comes out, and then factory orders come out at 10. Those are moderate to low market impact type events. Right at 9:30, one of the Fed chairs, Cook, is speaking. I think it's Tim Cook. I can't remember his first name. Anyways, Cook is speaking right around 9:30, but again, that shouldn't have much market impact. I don't expect him to go off the rails. Sorry, Lisa Cook. Completely wrong. I got it completely wrong. It's Lisa D. Cook.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, Tim Cook is Apple. But that's what you got.
Tim Apple.
Okay.
Tim Apple. I got it wrong.
Apple.
Sorry about that. No, it's Lisa D. Cook. Lisa D. Cook. Anyways, but she is speaking anyways at 9:30, and then it said we got these two other economic events, but so fairly quiet. What is big? There's a lot of stuff on our gappers list. It looks like we're heading positive to start this week, and certainly one of the things that's positive out there is Bitcoin, which we'll be talking about, I'm sure, because I see all of the Bitcoin tickers on this list at some point, or up and down this list. So we'll talk about that when we get there, because Bitcoin had a big day yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday, but yesterday evening it decided to exercise its legs a little bit and go for a run. So we'll talk about that. Well, let's get to this gappers list. We'll talk about what's on it and what it means.
Yeah, let's sure do that, friends. Take a quick look here at our gappers list. We'll do the top five. We got some big numbers up here: 46, 26%, 18, 12, and then we get down to 7. And a lot of these on the lower side of things. As far as floats, 5.8, 39, 56 is okay. We know SEDG. We've seen them before. IRBT is not a foreign one to us. We've seen it plenty of times. So a little bit on the lower side towards the top, and then we start getting into some of the usual stuff that we usually see in the market. So let's see what these guys are up to. KITT is the first one on deck this morning. High flying today, up 44%, 18 million shares traded, and that 44% was much higher as it hit 765, which is your high of your pre-market. So again, pretty active morning. Had an active day on Friday as well. Let's take a look at that. Again, nothing in the pre-market. This is why we didn't talk about it. But it looks like on Friday, 11 or so in the morning, it got going, and then since then has not really looked back. So, Peter, I don't think we have discussed the news, at least not in the morning part of the show. Anything going on with KITT that might be interesting this morning?
I have to admit, I went down a rabbit hole as soon as I saw this ticker name. I'm not sure why they picked it, because it really doesn't seem to have anything to do with the company. So two cool things. One, they picked their ticker KITT, and of course, you guys can probably guess where I went. I started looking up Hasselhoff and Knight Rider, because as soon as I see KITT, man, I don't know. Anyways, I went down that path. Anybody out there remember what KITT stood for? Anyways,
man, I can't say I remember.
No,
you're aging yourself, Peter.
I know.
I can't
But
say I
come
remember.
on, man.
I know Knight Rider. I know Knight Rider. I don't know
Knight
KITT,
Rider.
though.
Come on, man. That's right. Knight Industries 2000. KITT. And his arch nemesis was called KARR. KARR. Anyways, this company has nothing to do with Knight Rider. This company is Nauticus Robotics, which is cool in of itself, by the way, because the reason why they're gapping up is because they completed the Aquanaut Mark II evaluation agreement with a major oil and gas customer. So come on, you got to love anybody that's got a product called the Aquanaut Mark II. That just sounds cool in of itself. What do they make?
Cool.
They make subsea robotics. So basically, they're making underwater robotic submarines and the software to manage them. So that you can imagine their customers, right? Major oil and gas that do a lot of undersea drilling. They had a big, test evaluation with their Aquanaut Mark II, and it passed, which is their flagship vehicle. So yeah, good news for them. And they are gapping up pretty heavily this morning on, decent volume. I mean, 18 million shares. It's I don't really like the price action that it's going down, right? Like it's been dropping since about 7 a.m., but it certainly had a big push up earlier, up 43%. I mean, it's in play. Keep in mind, this is practically a penny stock. I mean, just before Christmas, this thing was trading at 80 cents. So we just need to keep that in mind. But big day today, big day on Friday. So, it's on the move. But does it have AI?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
Sure.
Interesting. Their release didn't mention AI at all, which feels like an oversight for the company. They could be up 80% if they just threw AI in there. But yeah, no mention of it. Interesting.
Yeah. Facts. Whoever did the marketing on this messed up here. They missed a golden opportunity to throw some AI. Oh yeah, absolutely. They need to be fired. All right, so here KITT again, just I don't know. It typically does not fall into my type of stuff. I'll put it on a risky pile. It is a low floor, I guess, 5.5 million. So risky pile. It is in play. We just got to see, can it recover here? Had a good day on Friday and looking to continue today. But again, not something that usually is on my bucket list. Here, CRNC this morning. We've seen this plenty of times. I feel like this is not the first time we had this on deck. Up 28%, 9.2 million shares traded. Another great day on Friday, friends, from 10.79 all the way to 20. And if you look at the charts here, it held those entire gains, right? So it really did do very well on Friday. and today we're up another 28%. I mean, Peter, this thing is crushing it. It is a 40 million shares float roughly. I want this on my list again. That flow's a little concerning at times, but I think this is worth to have on deck this morning.
Yeah, then there's nothing new about it. If you remember on Friday, we talked about the fact that they had announced that they've got a partnership with NVIDIA, which again, I always take it with a little bit of a grain of salt because everybody's got a partnership with NVIDIA, right? So good for them. Obviously, it's big news for them. NVIDIA, of course, their stock price won't even move. They could care less. But it's big news for CRNC. This CRNC. I still don't know how to say their company name. Anyways, good for them. As you said, Carlos, they're on the move. Big day Friday. Looks like they're continuing that momentum today with good volume and good price action. So, yeah, I mean, if you like it, go for it. Again, Carlos, you sort of say you like it a little bit more. Like once again, a month ago, this was like a $2-3 stock. So, we have to sort of think of it in those terms because it's going to move a little crazy.
Yeah, you could tell even in the pre-market now. I mean, some of these highs and lows are pretty drastic. So, like this one candle here, 22.21 all the way to 24.30. That is a big move on a 5-minute candle. So again, you got to be very, very careful. But yeah, I want to take a look at this one. I'm gonna have it on deck this morning. What trade it? I want to be part of this action. Am I gonna actually find a good opportunity to trade it? Probably not. But would like to definitely take a look at it. Let's look at another one that we've seen plenty times in the past. SEDG. This morning we're up 20%. This is Solar Edge, 543,000 shares traded. This stock is, I had it in my list before. I don't think I have ever traded it. It usually never, at least I haven't found a good opportunity for what I'm looking for. But today, man, big pop. Blasting through some of the areas where you had a lot of resistance on the daily. You can see here around this 1550 looks like that is where your previous day close is, 1530 or so. Man, it's just taking off from there, doing pretty good this morning. So, Peter, is this worth watching today? What's the latest and greatest?
I don't know. I mean, this has been a tough one for me because it used to be, part of the solar sector, which was hot for, a flash in the pan moment, like a lot of these things were. I mean, I don't know. They did have announcement that they've got what they're calling safe harbor agreements, which basically gives them some back pocket investors that are going to help support them should they get into financial trouble. So I guess that's good, but it really means that I don't know, are they preparing to fail? I mean, I guess it's good common sense to have have a insurance policy, but it's really not doesn't sound that encouraging to me. I mean, they also sold some interesting. I don't quite know how it works. They're selling their production tax credits, so they're sort of cashing in on the opportunity to apparently some of their manufacturing process gets a bunch of tax credits, and those are that you can sell those. So, anyways, is it going to be a tradable stock? I am highly skeptical. So, trade it if you like it. For me, I'm probably like the news isn't good enough for me to say, yeah, I think the price action is going to continue, and I want to jump in it. So, I'm probably just going to avoid it.
Yeah, the volume also. I mean, again, it has 558,000, which is not bad, but for it being up 18%, it can trade a little bit different. So I'm going to keep it off my list as well. I'd rather watch something like CRNC, which is a little bit more active. Now it's a little bit more risky, a lot more risky, actually. You got to be very, very careful with it. But I'd rather have something like that on deck this morning. IRBT today, we are up 12%, 581,000. Had a big day on Friday from $8.12 to around $10 or just shy of it. This morning's pre-market action doesn't look great. Like if I look at this pre-market activity here, I'm not too excited on it. I'm excited for what it did on Friday, and I'm excited that maybe that can happen again today or something very similar, whether we lose a lot of the ground and head back towards the bottom, or if we continue to break some of these pre-market highs. So, Peter, I like this one for a possibility today. Might not be on my main list, maybe a secondary. What's your thoughts on it and anything else going on today besides what we saw on Friday?
Well, I mean, they're a little cagey about the news, so I don't know. This is all getting weird for me. So, iRobot, we know and love, right, is the company that makes your little robotic vacuum cleaners that that runs around people's houses. I've never chosen to do that, but if you do, then all power to you. Some people swear by them, so good on you. They are looking to expand, though. They figure that's not enough. They want other types of robots running around your house, and they're going to raise some money to do it. They said that they're targeting to raise about $30 million and have raised about half of that, or $15 million so far. Now, they from a group of 8 investors. The formal filing that they submitted with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission did not list the investors. However, there's a company called Familiar Machines that on its website has now listed that they are a VC investor with iRobot. So it's got to be presumed that they are one of the investors. Now, these other robots, what are they? Well, that's a little sketchy as well. However, there's an insider report that says, and let me read this. The insider report from this Familiar Machines, which again is speculating that they're the investor, right, says that they're investing in a company that is potentially exploring, potentially including AI-powered furry pets. So, not only can you have your vacuum cleaner that your cat rides around the house, you can actually have a furry pet to freak your real pets out that is going to be AI powered running around your house. What will it do? No idea. However, welcome to modern weirdness. I guess 2025, we're living in the future. It's time to have furry robotic pets running around people's houses. Why not? So, so hey, iRobots, look, it's AI. It's got AI in it, so let's trade it. What the hell? I don't know whether this is actually going to be a good trader over the course of the day today, Carlos. I think the news is fascinatingly weird. The volume's a little lower than I'd like.
Yeah.
It actually has had some good trading in the past, but today, I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I am too. This is why it's only going to get a spot on the secondary list. And it could be a quick drop off because I know we got some really big names towards the bottom here that are probably going to be better traders this morning. So let's look at one more towards the top. And then we're going to hop around a little bit because we got so much to get to. Our gap down list still continues to be empty this morning. I thought PLTR was not doing well today. I don't see them on my gap down list. They are down a little bit here. We'll talk about them a little bit later. They're getting slapped with some downgrades by JP Morgan. So we'll see what's going on there. But all right, let's take a look here. Last one on the gap up on the top.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm going to wander down this. I'm going to wander down this path for a second. This is, you guys consider this a rant if you want, but there's like, why are people like pets that don't poop? That's the big selling thing. Are we that hard up for companionship that we will take a robotic pet just thinking it's a benefit because it doesn't poop? I mean, come on, people. Like, let's get a real life. If you're looking to an AI companion for support, like, I don't know, man, join a social club, take up knitting. I don't know, go play pickleball or something. I guess so. Matt is pointing out that people bought pet rocks and chia pets and stuff. So I guess there's a long history of people needing things to entertain themselves. But I don't know. I feel that maybe we should try like actual humans first. I don't know. Anyways,
let's get the robot first.
Old guy out.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's get back to stocks.
yeah, I 100% agree. Let's get the Tesla robot, whatever they call it, with the robotaxi. Let's do that first, and then we can worry about the robot having
absolutely
not. Let's go step by step here. All right.
I don't know if Brent still has the picture, but that robot watering the plants, that thing still freaks me out, man. I am not letting that thing into my
Peter.
house.
That's the thing.
Absolutely not.
I think I deleted it.
My laundry days will be over.
You deleted it?
My laundry days will be over, my friend. Yeah, I want the robot. I want the robot walking around doing every other little things that I'm doing right now. So absolutely. All right, let's take a look. Watering the plants, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
There it is. If you guys missed it, this was there it is. That's the one right there.
See, I don't know why that freaks me out, man. That robot watering the plant there. I can't see. I just wait. That family is dead. They just don't know it yet. I hate to say it, but I don't know. Anyways, all right. Sorry. Moving on.
to the next one on deck here, guys, is going to be LE LAES, which is actually doing some stuff in the last couple of 15 minutes. We see an increase in volume has popped up here. It's up 12%, 12 million shares traded right now. So it's doing some stuff. But I don't know how well this thing is going to trade. It is a 76 million shares flow, so not a low flow, just a lower price. Peter, anything on this Seals Q? I believe it's the name.
They're doing a good job of drip feeding their news out into the media. So I got to give them credit for that. I still think their company is a goofily named. I like Seals SQ. We still don't know how to say it. Seals Q, Seal SQ, whatever. Anyways, but they announced this morning, or it would have been like this afternoon, because it's an announcement out of Geneva, Switzerland. It is a Swiss company. Anyways, that they have a multi-year, multi-million-dollar agreement as a key contributor to one of the world's most ambitious smart grid initiatives. So they've been basically hinting at this. They talked about the technology before. They had a press release about some new initiatives. Now they're saying that they've signed an agreement to supply this Volt IC 408 secure mini controllers to millions of smart meters across the UK. So basically, there's going to be one of these Seal SQ smart meter, AI powered smart meter in your house if you live in the UK. So, prepare to be watched even more. But hey, like, that's the way the world's going, right? So what does that mean? I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what it'll do exactly. It's just it's got 4G communication. It's going to be put into your some utilities metering system, and again, you will be watched. So don't say you weren't warned. However, from a trading perspective, this thing has been in play. The volume has been dropping off a little bit over the last few days, but it's actually had some decent moves. Friday was not a good day. I didn't feel that it moved fairly well Friday, but who knows? Maybe it'll pick it up again today. I mean, we're already seeing in the early in the early trading here, 13 million shares traded. So again, it actually looks pretty good. So yeah, it might be worth keeping an eye on.
It does. Yeah, I like the daily too. Like if you look at the daily, possible breakout above this 937, we'll call it. So does look interesting. I want to add this on here. It is not a low flow stock, so it's not going to trade all crazy like a CRNC will. But yeah, I definitely like what I'm seeing here. Again, look at the breakout happening now. I wonder if anybody's taking this this morning long here. Let us know in the chat. I'm looking at chat, and Rover says, I ain't getting anything without a heart. He must not be married, so he must be single guy and hasn't have a wife yet. But yeah, you'll be surprised.
Oh,
and I'm just kidding. I love my wife.
Well, that seemed like a harsh comment there, Carlos. Do we need to revisit how well your weekend went? Or are you good?
It went awesome. No, my wife is amazing. She really is. And I know she's not watching the show. All right, let's get to it, friends.
You better hope so.
I know she's not watching the show. Yeah, she's doing other things. All right, Peter, let's hop around here. There's some big names at the bottom. We got Tesla on here. We got NVIDIA. We got Uber. I mean, the list is so long. So I'm not going to go through all of these. Let's hop to you. What do you like off this list this morning? And then we'll look at what's capping down today, if anything, possibly.
Yeah, well, like we said, yeah, big list today. Lots of stuff. You can almost just pick your favorites, and it's going to be on there. Let's start talking about Bitcoin, because I mentioned that Bitcoin didn't really do much on Saturday, but yesterday evening, about 9 o'clock market time or Eastern time, Bitcoin, which had been sliding down to about 98,000, made a big jump, almost $1,500, all the way up to about 99.5, and it peaked early this morning, or just around 1 a.m. at about $99,765. So very, very close to that $100,000 mark. And I mean, it's beat it before, but again, every time it gets back over it, it's still significant until it's not, right? But it's still significant for the moment. So I think, we're seeing a lot of the Bitcoin related stocks on this list. Again, pick your favorite, whichever it may be. Currently, Bitcoin prices are sitting at 99,400. Since we started the show, I've been watching it. It's been as low as 99,000, almost flat, $99,007, all the way up to about 99.5. So it's definitely playing in this range, and it could very easily get over 100,000. And if it does, even if it's during market hours, I think we're going to see a move. So I think the Bitcoin stocks are potentially more in play today than normal, just because of that that $100,000 mark that is a get for people. It's not, it doesn't actually mean it's just a dollar more than the dollar before, but these even numbers, right? They have power in the markets, so you need to pay attention to them. The other thing that I was looking at this morning, Carlos, was Tesla. Tesla is interesting in that they produced they had released some initial production data last week. There was some confirmation of that just came out this morning that said that overall they actually had a drop in deliveries in 2024. So if you sort of roll up their production numbers for the year, it looks like their total deliveries totaled 1,772,440 vehicles, production, and they delivered 1,789,226 units. So they've actually delivered about 26,000 more vehicles than they produced. That being said, the expectations were that they were going to be a little bit higher, because in 2023 they actually produced 1.8, I'll round here, 1.85 million vehicles and delivered 1.8 million. So it's interesting that both their production and their deliveries are down. Now, not huge, right? Like we're talking, this is sort of a margin of error dip. However, the market could see that as significant. And I thought I was going to see Tesla gap down this morning, but it's not. It doesn't seem to care. It's moving up. So I guess that's good news. Of course, again, like I say a lot, the deep pockets, right? The big money has not yet voted. So and they will vote once the opening bell rings, and they will vote, and you'll see it in the price. So I'm eagerly watching Tesla to see what it's going to do. I'm not anticipating up or down. I'm going to wait and see what the market tells me. But if I see an aggressive move, I might jump on for the ride, because I think this thing could move again, and it could go either way. So Tesla might be worth keeping an eye on, in my opinion. The other one that you mentioned, Carlos, it's gapping up this morning, but Apple just can't seem to get away with, there's no good news coming out of Apple recently. I mean, there's no real hugely bad news, but their phone sales were down a little bit. Some analysts are reducing their target prices on Apple. That being said, Apple's still, it's in all-time high territory. It's off the all-time high price, which was right around $260, and we were looking to maybe for it to actually break that $4 trillion barrier, but it did not get there, and it's fallen off over the last few days. But it's still very healthy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Apple is still in a great position, but I'm just not seeing a lot of great news out of it. So, the report over the weekend about them losing ground in the Chinese market, which is a significant market because there's a lot of growth in terms of new phones. North American market is considered generally phone saturated, right? Pretty much everybody who's getting a smartphone has by now. So there's not a lot of growth. Obviously, the upgrade market still exists, but you need markets like India and China, where there's and Africa, for that matter, where there's many more people who have not yet had a phone who you could sort of start marketing and selling them to increase your numbers overall, increase the market size. Anyways, so let's see what happens with Apple. But those, Carlos, are the three that I wanted to highlight that I'm keeping an eye on this morning.
Yeah. I mean, Apple's one of those companies, man. I was looking at when that stuff came out with the easing, listening to your conversations. Their 10-year profit was like 700 something. Was it billion? It's some crazy number. Profits. I mean, it's just insane how much money these people have and how much profits they make, right? So they could go a few years without selling anything, and they'll be fine, because just the amount of cash and money these guys have. Hand over fist, man. Hand over fist. So that's Apple. I will add them to my list again. Pretty. Yeah, investors won't like that, but man, they'll figure it out. They have enough money to figure it out on what's the next best thing here and how they can get people to buy more phones. All right, let's take a quick look at our gap down this morning. We have two that just popped up. We have GRRR, which is down 13%, 436,000 shares traded. So big moves here. We saw this last week, and I don't know if it was last week or the week before, because again, we had so many days off within the last 2 weeks or so. But we saw this, just moving up and down, very erratic here. It was not an easy trader. I did have it on my watches on one of these days. I don't know what to expect out of it today, man. We're heading south here. Short selling restrict. We still can short it, but again, just got to do it on an uptick. Not that many shares for short, 1,000. And it's also low flow at 9.4. So for me, it's just too many red flags for what I look for, but it is in play. We cannot deny that. I won't be having it on my list, but if you do like this one, definitely put it on yours. It is very active this morning. Peter, I don't see this being one of the stocks that you're going to be adding to your list, but anything going on with it today that might be different than what we already seen?
Look, I'll apologize in advance, but I can't resist it. This stock is just angry, so I don't want to trade it.
Yeah,
it's
mad.
Too dad jokey. I can't help it. Anyways, all right. Yeah, look, they announced the completion of a secondary warrant offering, so cash raising activity, which is usually dilutive to the stock price. It's not really big news. It was already known. They just mentioned that it's completely subscribed. So I don't like this either. I don't think it's going to be a good trader. There's better things to look at out there.
Yep, absolutely. We'll leave it alone, guys. Last one but not least, of course, we cannot go the show without talking about RGTI, one of our favorite tickers here. Rigetti Spaghetti. Seems like we talk about this every day, every trading day. It somehow manages to make our list. Today's down 2.7, 6.6 million shares traded. Again, just the volume continues on this stuff, man. And somehow it's an uptrend, right? If you look at it back in November at $1.48, nobody knew about this ticker. And since then, they have taken off nicely, just hovering below $20. So, Peter, will this be on your list today? What's the latest and greatest?
I don't know. I mean, there's nothing new. There's no news. I'm impressed, though, at how RGTI managed to keep itself in the conversation. Maybe that's us helping it. I don't know. But it's been a month now, and it just stays on the list. It keeps moving. I mean, the volume continues to be high. It's actually likable. I don't know what to expect of this thing. Like, eventually you figure the volume's got to die down and it's just going to fall off. Like Friday, I thought we were starting to see that. I mean, the volume was still decent, don't get me wrong, but look at the price action. It closed exactly where it started. It was a little more choppier on Friday, but I sort of like what I'm seeing so far in the early hours here, in the early trading. So I think I'm just going to keep it. I've got it on the secondary. I put it there a couple of weeks ago. I'll keep watching it just in case it does something interesting. Yeah, I mean, I said there's nothing new out of it, but they stay in the conversation. There was an article I was reading over the weekend. The article was about Baba and AI, and the author put RGTI in there as part of that conversation on quantum computing and how the quantum computing and AI are changing the market. So I found it fascinating that they are now part of the conversation. When again, a month ago, nobody knew. We didn't know what the heck this company was. Never heard of it. But here they are. So,
yeah,
power to them.
Absolutely. And again, if we would have, I had no idea how well this thing would have been doing here. So I'll put it on my secondary list just for fun. But I'm not sure. RGTI. We'll put it on there, see where that goes. All right, friends. Let's stop here. As far as capping down, Peter, the only other one I was thinking about is PRTR. They got some news there. Anything else on your end?
Yeah, you mentioned PLTR. I mean, they're sometimes a good bet. I mean, their price action this morning is pretty flat, so not loving that. I mean, there's very few things gapping down. Interestingly, the qubits and qbut, our good quantum computing friends. QBTS is gapping up slightly. QBut, QUBT is gapping down slightly, but I mean, really, it's just there seem to be slowing down. If you look at the volume on the daily, look how the volume has sort of trailed off on this. It feels like the action is over. That's why I'm so impressed with something like like RGTI that has managed to stay in the conversation for a lot longer than you would expect, or at least a lot longer than I expected. Especially when you get the cues. Like if you want to talk quantum computing, they've got the awesome tickers, but there's Rigetti. It's still there. Anyways, other than that, Carlos, the only other thing that I noticed that was that was gapping down this morning was and it's changed. All right, it's moved. Never mind. All right, it's changed. It's changed perspective. Earlier this morning, I was looking at a couple of the semiconductors and looking to see where they were going, but they seem to have all reversed now, and they're following the lead of NVIDIA and AMD, which are much higher. So yeah, it's a gap up the morning so far. Anyways.
Yeah, I do see NVIDIA, man, is doing pretty well here, up 2.6, tons of volume. So that will be on my list. Had a good day on Friday. Again, semis are active today. AMD is also up 3%, 1.6 million shares traded. So I'll be having that one. And what it's funny when I see when MU is doing some stuff, usually all of semis are doing some stuff, right? This is like your hardcore semi ticker, right? I mean, if it's moving, it's like your TSM. Like if TSM is moving heavy, all these tickers start moving, right? So look at MU here. It's up 6%, 1.1 million shares traded, heavily in play. I love seeing this daily is compared to like some other ones where they've been just, just kind of hanging out below the all-time highs. MU has some room to run here. I like MU today. I think MU is going to be one of the tickers that I have on my list with the AMDs and the NVIDIA. So I got to do some cleaning up here, guys. So CRNC, yes, I love your volume, but you got to go because we have NVIDIA that looks much better. ALES, same thing with you. I love the volume, but again, we have to have AMD on here. There's no way that we can go without AMD this morning, especially with the way it's moving right now. I mean, that looks beautiful. We can trade this both ways today, up or down. If it wants to sell back down to the previous day close, that is almost a $3 move. We will take it. And if it breaks out, even love AMD here. I love NVIDIA this morning. These semis are doing very well. Tesla is on deck. One that you guys been mentioning a lot on here is Fubo. What's going on with Fubo TV here? These guys they went from like $0 to $4. So pretty nice pop this morning. Any kind of deal going on? New deal for them?
TV. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh my. Okay. Disney is going to combine their Hulu and some live TV into Fubo. Anyway, whatever you say.
Fubo.
Anyways, looks like ramping up their business with Disney, and they're going to be combining Hulu plus live TV with Fubo to become the majority owner of the resulting company. So, yeah, that's big news for them. We've talked about this. And hey, this is where I get to say, I told you, we've been talking about this for about a year now, that I have an expectation there's going to be a lot of consolidation of these streaming services because I just don't think it's sustainable, right? There's so many of them out there. Yeah. People are getting exhausted at the number of different subscriptions and the price of them. This was supposed to be a cheaper alternative to cable, and now we're all paying more than cable. So, yeah.
By the time you add it up, you end up paying more than it for sure. And it's such a hassle to keep track of every single one of them too. Like, yeah, it's not working. Yep. So, Disney's trying to be a big player in this area. As we know, they've been buying a lot of these streaming companies and Marvel and all this other stuff. So they've been heavy in this sector here. They're trying to make that business profitable. It's in play. I'll keep it on there, guys. Looking really good this morning. I mean, it is on fire. It's a big deal for them. So careful if you're thinking short on this thing. That is big news for these guys. It probably saved their business, really. Apple is on here. And as far as you guys mentioned it, I think we also liked MU, right? So I'm going to put MU on my secondary list here today. And let's see what you guys like. Before I continue to add here, let's get over to our chat room. Friends over in our chat, what do you guys like this morning? Taking a look at some stuff here. Disney, we're talking about that. That's good. SEDG looks good. It really does. Up here, 18%. I've seen this stock so many times, so I'm not a big fan of the way it trades intraday. But today they can prove me wrong by a mile because, again, they're looking really good. They're gapping up pretty nice here, almost 18%. And just look how clean this breakout on the daily is above what we call it 1555. So you know what? You're convincing me to put it on the list. It's going to be on a secondary for me today because it does look good. It does look like there can be some opportunities here this morning.
Yeah, a
IMRVL, like that one.
couple.
That was being. Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
No, just a couple that our members are mentioning. They mentioned
Mm-hmm.
Broadcom, AVGO. Still don't like the way it trades. The price action looks okay this morning, but yeah, I still don't like
Yep.
it personally. I just find that it lets me down every time I try and watch it and or trade it. And Uber is another one that I saw Stagger Lee has mentioning in our chat room. I meant to mention that earlier. I forgot. Uber did announce that their CEO said that they feel that their stock price is undervalued and sees it as a good opportunity to buy back some stock. And they announced a repurchase agreement with the Bank of America to buy back about $1.5 billion worth of shares. So this is actually part of. They previously announced that they were going to buy about $7 billion worth of stock back about a year ago in February of 2024. This is just, they're sort of reiterating it and their commitment to take back a whole bunch of shares. So, I mean, it's always good when the company wants to buy back their own shares because it takes inventory out of the market and it increases the value of remaining shares. So Uber is, I mean, it's hard to tell for me this morning, frankly, if Uber is up just because the market is up or if this news is seen as good. It is up, but it's again, everything's up. So take it with a grain of salt, trade it cautiously if you're thinking of getting into it. I can't really tell what it's doing. It's not got enough volume that it seems like obvious that this thing is in play this morning. So that's my opinion anyways.
Yeah, I feel the same way about that one. All right, friends. I mean, I have a great list. I think we're going to stop here in 9/11. We got some stuff to go through today. I got NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla, Fubo, and Apple. Out of the semis, I know you guys keep throwing out semis. TSM is another one. They are all in play today. I did mention this, right? TSM and MU, when these guys are doing what they're doing, they drag everything else. You can see NVIDIA, you can see AMD. I'm sure. Can Intel do something? Is Intel doing something? This stock just sucks. It's not Intel.
INTC.
Oh, I'm about to say.
INTC.
No, I looked at the wrong
Yeah.
one. I actually tried to spell it
Yeah.
correctly. But I was going to
Don't worry,
say,
INTC
if you're
doesn't
not
look
up,
much better, really.
it does look much better because if you're not up this morning, you are doing something really wrong if you're involved in any type of computer, Intel processor stuff. So they're up 1.6. Still not great, but they're up here. Again, it's just semis all the way this morning are doing really, really fun stuff. And I got a bunch of them on my list today. All right, Peter, let's head over to you. We actually have a schedule that we're going to go through for this week.
We are. Okay, guys. So first I want to say thank you for letting me rant earlier. I feel lighter and it makes my day happier. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But it's, so thanks. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about what's happening in the chat room because we are back to mostly a regular schedule of activity. I say mostly because you have to keep in mind we've got this previously unplanned market closure where the markets are going to be closed on Thursday. We'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about today, though, because today we have two things for you. Brendan is going to talk about the Desk Trader Pro setup and how you can use the tool effectively and configuration tips and tricks. Oh my God, tips and tricks. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, ways that you can get more value out of it. It's a great tool, but sometimes it can be hard to find the functions and understand all that it can do for you. He's going to help you with that. And we got a lot of experts there who like to join and provide their knowledge. So most of what I've learned is just from members pointing out something. And I'm like, fantastic. And I add that to my list of capabilities that I can now do. And then tonight, Carlos is going to be leading the onboarding class. It happens at 8 p.m. every Monday. That new members onboarding is an opportunity. If you're new into the room, if you just joined, you want to figure out how to get the most out of your trading, or you're just figuring out how do I get started in trading, this would be a great session for you. So join 8 o'clock in the onboarding room. Everybody can join that one. Hopefully we will see you there. Tuesday, we talk strategy and trade book. And so we're back with a Tuesday schedule. This Tuesday, Megan is taking over. She's going to give you a Options 101 course. Again, like I said before, almost guaranteed, there will be some carb-related analogy. Look for it. It's always awesome. It's one of the highlights every time I attend her webinars. But more than that, there's just a ton of knowledge in there. She's going to drop some truth bombs on you and help you understand how you can take advantage of options if you're just getting started. Next week, Thor is going to be taking over. He's going to talk about how you can trade the difference between trading a funded retail versus a prop firm type account, why you might want to do one over the other. What type of account should you start with or use as you're progressing through your trading life? That should be a good session coming up next week, January the 14th. Both of those are at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, we talk psychology. This Wednesday, we will be talking psychology. And we've got Dr. Kenneth Reed, who's with us, who's going to talk about the coolly named the Fear Eraser. You know what? Trading scared is a thing that so many of us do, and it affects your trading and how you go about it. So I certainly know I've done it for a while. So this is a great webinar to help you understand at least that motivation, maybe put a plan in place to help manage it. So Mark Douglas famously said, right, as he says here, great traders are not afraid. I'm not sure about that, but great traders understand how to manage and harness their fear. Right. And Dr. Kenneth Reed will talk about that and how you can manage and harness it for yourself. Next week, Mike is going to be leading the session on mind over the markets, how to develop a trader's mindset. So we got two great psychology sessions coming up over the next 2 weeks. On Wednesday as well, we always have our bookmap session. Nathan does that at noon. So that's during market hours in the webinar room. Helps you understand how you can leverage bookmap, which is a separate third-party tool, but it's a great tool to use to help visualize market volumes. Thursdays, we do our mentorship sessions. Now, keep in mind that the markets are closed this Thursday, right? So it's my expectation that we will be canceling these sessions. I think, Thor, if you're listening, I saw you in the room. Let me know. Are you planning to do your mentorship session on Thursday with the markets being closed? Let me know. But I assume that the other ones during the day will not happen, right? We'll take the day off with the recognition of the death of Jimmy Carter, former president. Thor has put numbers in there. I don't know what that means. Anyways, but let's assume that they're all going to be canceled on Thursday, okay? Because of the market holiday. If you want to join us in the chat room, we've got a number of membership options for you. Check them out. Go to our website, bearbultraders.com, and you can find them there. The code HELLO2025 should give you a discount on the diamond and platinum levels. They're deep discounts. It's sort of one of the best deals you can get. If you wanted to join our boot camp, for example, and accelerate your trading journey, then the platinum's the one for you. By the way, we have a boot camp. It starts today. Official first date today. It's not too late to join if you want to, but don't feel pressured. You can actually join the May or the September classes if you want to do that. Those are the 3 that we do each year. So pick one of those and you can sign up and lock in this price right now. All right. All that being said, Carlos, I'll hand it back to you. Let's set some levels. We got to get ready for this open.
Yeah, we sure will. We got a bunch of stuff here that we got to set levels on. And I see the SPY and the Qs are doing some stuff here. That's a little bit of a sell-off right now. We'll see how that looks in a couple of minutes. But if you look at the SPYs and the Qs, we're getting a nice sell-off at the moment. So let's start with NVIDIA. There's some levels here. NVIDIA, again, beautiful daily here as we broke out on Friday, and that seems to continue today of 2.5. High of the pre-market for NVIDIA, 148.74. So we'll put that there. And then towards the bottom, we do have our low of the pre-market is pretty much slamming into the low from the last trading day right on here. You can see that very, very clear. If we look at the daily now, the bigger picture, we do have some really nice levels here. Look at this 146.67. That is very, very clean. A lot of days using that as support, a little bit of resistance here. And then above that, you go into this high of the pre-market, which, again, look at the daily. No surprise, that is exactly at 148.75. That is where we had a lot of resistance before we broke out and had this all-time highs over here at 152. So our all-time highs, we'll call it 152.54. It might be a slightly higher. So we'll put a level there. And once you do that, guys, that is all you need on NVIDIA. You're looking pretty good there. AMD, again, semis heavily in play today. You pick your favorites out of all of them. There's so many that are active today. TSM, MU, NVIDIA, of course, AMD, you name them. They're all very active this morning. 129.30 is the high of the pre-market on AMD. The lowest hanging out at 126.73. So we'll mark that there as well. And then towards the bottom, we are looking at right where the price action is. This is also a level I'm going to mark down. 128.55. We'll slam one there. And once you do that, you're pretty much set. Towards the top, guys, another great level here at 131.44. I'm sorry, 131.12. Great daily level as well that we can have some some possible resistance if we do continue to head high. So right now, having a little bit of tough time as the markets are selling off, kind of dragging things down a little bit. Let's wait for that to settle down and see how this is going to look a little bit later. Tesla doing the same thing, setting in a nice double bottom here, double top at the pre-market at 423.35 is the high of the pre-market. Towards the bottom, you do have the highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. Also got some great levels here that you don't have to worry about. And then towards the top, if you do get going here, 435.67 is a good level. And then we also have one up here at 450.38, looking really, really nice. All right, so that is Tesla, guys. Again, tons of volume, almost 5 million shares traded. I mean, that is looking pretty good. I am hearing myself. Oh, I think, it's Andrew. Andrew's coming on. He's getting ready to go. Here's Fubo, guys. Again, high flying this morning. A deal with Disney's driving them up today. So that's going to be a good one to see. Again, be careful with that one, but it's going to be heavily in play today. As far as levels, I only have 484. Levels are all messed up on this thing since they've been hanging out below $2. Again, I'll be playing more momentum if I do trade this stock. But look at the volume, guys. 107 million shares traded. That is awesome. All right, here's Apple. Apple, a little bit of pullback as some of the market's pulling back right now. Apple have the pre-market 245.33. Again, no positive news for them. They just seem to be getting these small negative news all the time about sales not going well. But this is Apple. They'll figure it out. Always fun to watch. Volume's a little bit higher today. Let's see where things end up this morning. Highs and lows are doing a great job. I'll only worry about the pre-market high and also this level here, 247.58. Once you do that, guys, you're pretty set on Apple. You do not need to add anything else. Excellent. Let's just let's head over. Oh, Peter had to jump off. Okay,
Sorry,
no
Peter's
worries.
gone.
Let's just okay. He was a good man. Let's take a look at what our team's in this morning. We'll run through some of these, and then Andrew's getting ready to go. Brian also going to take you guys through the market open. Looking at some of the stuff our team is watching. Avi, Max 7 plus AMD. Thor, look how heavy we are on tech here. AMD, AVGO, NVIDIA, and Tesla. It is that type of day. Mike is enjoying some sun while his place with some snow. Phil, NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD, Amazon, TSM. And if I go down the list, I won't go through all of them, but look at our team here. We're watching pretty similar stocks. NVIDIA, Tesla, the likes of AMD. I mean, I even have MU on today because MU is looking really nice. And it brings back so many great memories of us trading this back when it was like at $20. So definitely have it on deck. And I see here, Andrew, SMCI, NVIDIA, AMD, and Tesla. And Brian, AMD, swinging from Friday. Ooh, very nice. NVIDIA, Tesla, and POTR, which again, POTR has some negative, they have a negative rating from JP Morgan. So we'll see how that affects them. They're saying their price is high. They should be a lot less than where they are right now. Okay, excellent. Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing today? Oh, he just walked away. He's going to do some stuff. So we'll wait for him to come back here. And how about Brian? Do we have Brian on this morning?
Brian's not on, but I think he's getting ready.
Okay, perfect. As we wait for our guys to jump on in, guys, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. We're sitting at, if I refresh this quickly over here, we are sitting at 133 with almost 777 people watching. So we could definitely do a little bit better. Thank you so much for slamming that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And good morning, Andrew. How are you doing today? Oh, Andrew, I can't hear you. Make sure you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody. I am pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Full week of January.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Brian. You're looking good. I see your prime minister is resigning, and you're pretty happy. So congratulations.
Right? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prime Minister Trudeau is set to resign.
I don't think he had much
everybody
choice.
Who hates Trudeau. Congratulations.
Yeah.
One of the reasons the Canadian dollar is so volatile right now is that that's the reason that. All right, so semiconductors are ripping all higher. So NVDA is up 2.9%. SMCI is hitting the scanner also as well. It's at near the level of 35.57. AMD obviously is nice. Something happened at 9:15. There was a huge drop. I don't know if it was a news drop or just a normal drop.
We didn't really. I don't see any. I don't see any news at that hour that was due to come out. Yeah, if you were on the chat on Friday, you'll. I don't know who else, if anybody else took long on AMD, but I mentioned in the chat room I was going to go long some options, 125s for next week. So they're looking pretty good this morning.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I think
so SOXL also popped up like 7%, 6%. Wow, this is really nice. So beautiful.
I think Peter went long AMD too, because he likes AMD. Wow, Tesla's popping back up. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, you guys in the chat room, you guys can see also my. You should be able to see my screen, guys, with my chart entries and exits. Remember, guys, in YouTube, you guys are delayed feed, and you guys do not see our screen exactly. So just a heads up on that front. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. Looks like it. Market was up at over 1%. Now dropped. Let's see if it comes back up. And I don't know, actually, to be honest with you, a little bit it's embarrassing to say. What was the news on semiconductors that popped up significantly? Is there any?
Oh, I think it's yeah, it's the NVDA CEO is going to be speaking at CES, the Consumer Electronics show in Vegas. So everybody's anxiously awaiting that. Jensen will be talking. I don't think he's talking till later today, or maybe even in the evening. But I think that's kind of what's driving NVIDIA. Tesla's up through some important resistance levels through 420 again, and it's looking pretty strong as well. We're kind of keeping an eye on Carvana. Carvana's come back up here, bounced off yesterday or Friday's low, and it's starting to come back up. This is the Hindenburg short that they're probably covering their shorts now, or have been.
And Tesla,
you're not going to trade.
20.
Yeah, just came right
Tesla,
back up. Came back. Yeah. Came right back up. Now, really, I don't like days like this where everything gaps up. It kind of puts us in a new value area on a lot of these stocks from Friday, and so a lot of maybe good news priced in. So it just makes it a little bit more difficult to find things that might start to move. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, the problem right now is everybody's kind of extended right now, and that's one of the biggest problems that I have. Everything is super extended, like especially Tesla's from the VWAP. SPY and Qs are pretty good, right? Sitting at the VWAP. Hopefully, we can actually get a good opening range breakout on one of them. PLTR, which is garbage. Yeah, NVIDIA is kind of also like 60 cents. Could be, yeah, we'll see. It could be a potential opening range breakout on that. But definitely everything that is hitting the scanners are semiconductors and Tesla. So they're super strong.
Yep. So really liked AMD on Friday. Liked a lot of the stocks on Friday because we had a nice rebound. Was looking for a follow through today, and so I took a few extra longs going through the weekend. And yeah, wow, Carvana's moving up here. Like Carvana, I like X too. If you caught my swing trade video on the weekend, X is U.S. Steel. I think it's really been sold off on this. Yeah. I think it's a good swing trade, actually. I'm going to watch it this morning to maybe take a position. And it would probably be a longer term position because Cleveland Cliffs still wants to buy them. And I think fundamentally, I think they still have a good year ahead of them. See what some of the other stuff's looking like here. AMD's got a big order at 130. I said I've got a lot of calls. I got a lot of call options. The 125's expiring Friday, so they're going to be up pretty much equivalent to whatever the price is here.
All right, ding, 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 ding. Let's see what the market is doing. Tesla and NVDA has very nice volume. AMD, same, very good volume. Let's see which one is giving a better entry for open range breakout. Waiting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to wait a bit here too. I'm looking at it. I'm watching AMD.
Yeah, volume is crazy on NVDA. Order flow is crazy on NVDA. Potentially, I'm looking at an opening range breakout and both of them. AMD is selling off.
I think it'll come back. It'll come back up, I believe.
A bit crazy right now.
NVIDIA
I'm
is
going to change
still
my
looking
code
like
server. So 1 minute AMD closes at doji, very volatile.
Yeah, I just took a long on AMD at 127.60. See if we can get moved back up here. I might stop out if it drops again.
It's still above the VWAP. Still, I'm waiting for that. NVIDIA looks like it wants to stay up above the VWAP. AMD, if it comes above the VWAP, I'll get in there. Yeah, and NVIDIA looks like open range breakout now. Yeah, I'm going to get a long on NVIDIA, smaller size that I usually take because it's very
So I just sold some AMD at 128.59.
Took NVIDIA long, very small size. I think it needs a little bit of time to get a cleaner move above 148.80. So right now, its higher pre-market is at around 48.60. In the daily chart also. Let's see if we can go to 149. There you go. Oh, okay, there you go. Popped up. Nice. 149. Nice. But again, I have a very small size. AMD is coming up too now. So potential AMD long. There you
still go. Long. Yeah, I'm still long here. Looking for 129.
Yeah, AMD potential. Tesla is also really ripping higher. That's good. So I have a very small size on NVDA. Tesla, same pattern happened. Wow, 426. Nice. I'm long AMD at 128.69. Tesla's going to go through 426.
Come on,
yeah,
AMD, 129. Here we go.
AMD wants to go back up.
I just got a fill at 129.02.
Just on that pop there. Nice. Tesla on the daily chart.
Here we go. Yeah, Tesla's looking good. Yeah.
It looks like it's holding it. Things are going up. Very nice on NVDA. I haven't partialed on NVDA yet because I just have a very small size. So I want to see if we can get a bigger move on NVDA. Yeah, AMD is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it's hanging around the VWAP right now. SPY and Qs. SPY is at high of day. Qs are breaking out. New high.
50, maybe we get that.
Yeah, 129 again on AMD. There's a seller at 129.
Sure. See NVDA. Yeah, I didn't push anything on NVIDIA yet. Again, I have a very small size, and I don't want to add. Maybe I should add a little bit here. 149.18. I'm adding a little bit more here. It can get to 149.50.
Oh, Carvana's moving here. Damn, missed that. Ooh, Tesla had a big rejection there.
We're the high of the day. I want to see if AMD can go up. Not a big fan of price action in AMD.
No, AMD's not looking that positive.
Yeah, I'm getting out of AMD. All out of AMD, guys. I got out of AMD.
I'm out of AMD as well after it lost the VWAP there. It's just, as I said, there's a seller there at 129.
So partialing NVDA a little bit here. 149.20. I might actually get out of AMD. Yeah, I'm out of NVDA too. And NVDA is still much stronger. It looks like it's really ready for the breakout, but I'm getting out of it because I'm not. Yeah, I don't have a good. I don't know. I also have a good entry, but I just got out of it. Let's see if we can get a different trade on it. So I'm flat, guys. No trade for me at this moment. I made a little profit. Yeah, NVIDIA is going now, I think. Yeah, NVIDIA is going to go up for 49.50. Yeah, maybe I should have stayed in there. Tesla rejected the high zone. AMD. SMCI. What's SMCI doing? SMCI was a trade of the day. Yeah, look at that. Right, AMD is going now. AMD looks like it wants to go. Yeah, AMD looks like it wants to go. Damn. All right, I'm back long on AMD, 129.10.
I don't want to sit here. It's high of the pre-market. It could go to 129.50.
Yeah. AMD looks like it wants. Yeah, okay, I'm long AMD, guys. Let's see if NVIDIA can also get back in there long or not.
Yeah, don't like AMD's price action. It might break out.
A little bit more on AMD, guys. Yeah, I'm adding all guys more on AMD now. I have a big size on AMD. Let's see if we can go high pre-market 129.50. A big size on AMD, guys. Now let's see the pop up. Okay, 29.50. I'm starting partialing, guys. Very nice. 129.70. SPY's bouncing back as well. I have a very big size, guys, on AMD. Let's see if I want to get to 130. Daily chart on AMD. Yeah, daily chart is AMD is very nice. It's really pretty, but I think AMD might be a runner all day today.
Maybe, yeah. Tesla's selling off a bit here.
KITT, guys, SMCI was amazing, guys. SMCI was amazing. Yeah, SMCI was really good. I don't know why I didn't look at SMCI. Wow. Let's see, AMD, guys, 130, guys. AMD, I'm long, very heavy size on AMD. 130. My average on AMD is 129.16. Oh, there you go. Oh, big ask at 130. There you go. I'm partialing, guys. Very nice. Nice. CRNC. Nice, Michelle. Still.
Just I'm short some Tesla here.
little bit more on AMD here, bringing my average a little bit higher. Let's see if we can do another push toward 130. It must be the book map must be says some liquidity at 130. Should go up.
Yeah, there is.
Around that area.
There is liquidity.
Nice.
I'm just selling some. I'm using like I usually do with Tesla. I'm using options. Here we go. Gonna get. I'm short the short Tesla using 420 puts.
Gary is shorting Carvana 180, huh? You want 180? Wow. Right, AMD's 130 would be break of 130 is gonna pop up probably 5-10 seconds here. Here's huge ask. Oh, there you go. Didn't get to. Yeah, there you go. It went up to 130.13. Very nice, guys. Ooh.
Yeah, there was a 130. All right, well, I'm just out of my options, my put options. Ooh, yeah, your buddy Rigatoni is going up.
RGTI was down 2%. Now it's 7%. This thing is, man, making new all-time high, huh? Yeah, Rigetti RGTI is also pretty active. Super nice. I wanted to put my watch list, but I wasn't sure if it's going to be choppy or.
It's been it's gonna. I knew I wasn't gonna trade that. It's crazy.
MCI is also crazy. MCI. Yeah, the most volatile ones were MCI and Rigetti. Like NVDA and then AMD didn't really move that much. MCI. I think AMD is bouncing back. Most likely is going to stop me out at the break-even point. We'll see. It's very close to my average. Tesla looks like it wants to come back up.
Yeah.
Tesla. If it comes above the VWAP, could be a potential long. And I'm losing my hope on AMD. I'm taking a long on Tesla at 420 because I think AMD. Yeah, I'm getting out of AMD. I'm taking a long on Tesla on 420. Let's see if you can actually, because Tesla 5-minute becomes bullish. Let's see if Tesla can actually go above VWAP.
AMD would have been a good short right at. Would have been a great short right at 130 when it filled that. Damn.
All of AMD guys. Semis, I'm now long Tesla.
AMD might bounce here.
Let's see if Tesla can close above the VWAP. It's now fighting the VWAP. 5-minute turned out to be super bullish. This candlestick at 940, 1-minute candlestick is super bullish, like a huge squeeze. So there's a good chance that we close above the volume weighted average price and go higher. There's also a chance that not. So it's got to be careful on here. Higher, higher. It's funny. It's dropped at 915 and now it's just recovered and everything's going higher.
Yeah. It could have been some market maker bullshit.
Yeah, sometimes some people like drop maybe a big position holder, some dropping something.
Yeah.
At AMD,
Short.
CI is pulling
shorted
back
AMD.
to
Short AMD. Here we go. It's going to cover some through this 128 level, 129. Whoa, just ripped back. Back to my break even. Come on. AMD is really dog's breakfast.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting out of
just
Tesla. I
covered
gotta
it
stop
again.
that on Tesla, guys. At 418.83, Tesla turned out to be rejecting the VWAP. So yeah, the problem with that trade is I wasn't waiting for a close above the VWAP, so I'm getting out of Tesla.
Here we go. Here we go. Just covering some AMD. $128.60, $128.70. That was nice.
Short now. Let's short on AMD. Bitcoin is right at 100,000. Yeah, Tesla definitely didn't have enough power to go above the VWAP.
Okay, I'm all out AMD. I don't like the way it's trading. Look at that. Look at that bounce on Tesla right at the previous low.
SMCI gives us a pullback to go long. Yeah, everything is a little bit tricky to trade right now, at least for me. SPYs, just keep SPY wants to go to 600. Keep an eye on the NVDA and SMCI if I can get a different entry. AMD, yeah, AMD did turn out to be very weird at 130. Time is it 9:45?
Yeah.
Still ripping. SPY wants 600.
Yes,
And
SPY is just
NVIDIA
still going.
Yeah, NVIDIA is going to go for a break of high today. I think NVIDIA all-time high is, yeah, NVIDIA looks like it wants all-time high. Wow. At 115, 152.83. No? Yeah, NVIDIA is breaking this. Tesla looks like he wants to lose this level. Yeah, Tesla definitely doesn't have much momentum yet.
Wow. Just watching Tesla here.
Tesla looks like it's trying to hold below the VWAP. AMD is
It's
at
trying to hold this. Yeah, it's trying to hold this
yeah.
417 level, but I think it's going lower. Maybe we'll see. There's some orders at 415 and 413.
It looks like it was break, yeah. Tesla really looks like it's holding, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to drop. But I just I don't have an edge here, so I'm not going to take a trade on it.
What did you trade, Brian? How was your trading? Review.
I traded Tesla. I traded AMD. Okay, I had a short on Tesla. Now I'm just looking at it again. Covered it when it got down to previous day, today's low. But again, I think it's kind of looking. It's looking. Nvidia is looking like it wants to pop, but I don't see. I don't know. It's those. There's bids at still 417 and 415.
Yeah, shorting Tesla is honestly a little bit tricky, to be honest with you right now. NVIDIA went to 150. It's going to go through 150. Yeah, it's going to be a huge ask on that. 150. Let's see. Tesla, honestly, a little bit. Yeah, NVDA is huge ask. It's sitting at 150.
See, there's that failure on Tesla.
Huge ask at 150 at Tesla. Boom. Sorry, on NVDA, it's going to go boom through that.
Yeah, it's going to go 150. Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
There's 150.
Boom.
150. Big, yeah. Big move.
NVIDIA is very nice. NVIDIA was one of the nicest. It's actually SMCI was also keep going up. Just trying to look for an entry. And then I am a little bit green, not a lot. Trying to, yeah. Let's see what other big ones. Google, Alphabet. So doing some stuff. Tesla. Doesn't seem that it has momentum to go back up. Shorting it is. It's also a little bit tricky. AMD is also weird. Lenny, what did you trade? NVIDIA, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Like, yeah, very nice. I'm actually very proud of it. Lenny, to hold this price action.
Yeah. Now it's pulling back. Okay, so I reshorted Tesla. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Nice move there.
Holding Tesla.
There we go. Now I'm at 1335 on these 420 puts.
I'm going to get another long on AMD, 129.28. Although AMD has already rejected really bad here at between 935 and 940, but I'm going to get this long on AMD, 129.25. Let's see if AMD can. Stop loss would be below 128.51. Let's see if it can actually hold. It's going to move higher or not. Because AMD, what I like is that it actually broke out the daily range as well. So, I mean, eventually, I hope that it's going to grind higher. Let's see. Wow. What is everybody else trading? What is everybody trading? Like, Jared, what did you trade? NVDA? Yeah, Carvana is kind of weird price action at the View app. Mike J, what did you trade? You traded Fubo.
Fubo.
TV.
Fubo.
Fubo TV. That one, it's $5. This one used to be much higher, huh? Shit, yeah, I remember that it was like the pandemic was this.
Let's
see. Tesla doesn't seem like it wants to go much lower. Gonna take a long on Tesla 418. Gonna take a long on Tesla 418. Got a partial fill for double bottom. You want Tesla at 418. Let's see. 418.50. Looks like it really wants to hold this double bottom. Oh, there you go, 420. Oh, there you go. So let's see if Tesla can actually go to the VWAP. I got a partial fill on that. Cancel that one over there. So it looks like this double bottom. Oh, there you go. It's coming above the VWAP. If it comes above the VWAP, I might actually add more. Yeah, long Tesla, guys, for a double bottom reversal strategy. So it looks like it's really holding this. Tried to go down significantly, couldn't. So let's see the daily chart look like it. What's this level? Closes the VWAP. I'm gonna add a little bit more on Tesla for 21.28.1. So let's see if you can pop higher. This is like a very bullish candlestick on 5 minutes. I might get out of my AMD trade because that doesn't seem that it's doing anything. R3. Let's see, the Tesla is at R3, but let's see if it can actually stays above the VWAP. Maybe we can manage a shorter squeeze on that.
Oh, big squeeze on Tesla. Holy crap.
Yeah, I know. I hope that we can actually get that. I'm going to get out of my AMD position. Let me get out of my AMD position because I have a bigger size on Tesla. AMD position, even though AMD also has room on it, but Tesla I have a bigger position, so I'm only long Tesla now. Let's see if we can hold above the VWAP. We can test 422. Tesla is 419.90, so let's see.
NVIDIA is pulling back now. It's interesting. What's book map look like on NVIDIA?
It wants to go higher. I got out of it though, but it looks like it wants to go higher.
Yeah.
VWAP.
There are some big orders. There's nothing to the downside, but there's still some big orders to the upside.
Telling me that Tesla is bigger. Yeah. Yeah, Tesla is not that long today.
No, it's gapped up so much.
VWAP.
It's like, yeah, sort of gapped into an area where there'll be a lot of congestion, a lot of resistance. That's why it's kind of choppy here. Because this 418, 420 area is an area where sort of identified some resistance. Your buddy Rigetti wants to go up, maybe.
Rigetti wants 21. Yeah, I'm going to get a long on Rigetti. Let's see if he can get to 21. Yeah, I'm going to get a scalp for Rigetti to 21. Yeah, I'm going to get out of Tesla to Tesla. I think at the VWAP has some selling pressure. All right, so Rigetti wants to go to 21.
There's a big order there.
Come on, Rigetti.
Yeah. Interesting. NVIDIA's kind of selling off.
Rigetti, this is a bad trade, so I don't like that. Still on Tesla. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm chasing Rigetti. It's a bad trade, so I'm getting out of it. Let's see if Tesla is
I think it's still still could go.
Yeah, the problem is my entry is just risk to reward is really bad. Yeah, I'm not chasing Rigetti here.
Yeah. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Yeah, don't mention it to me, please. So let's see what Tesla is doing. I think I gotta get out of Tesla probably. Right, so I think I'm gonna get out of Tesla here. Yeah, Tesla definitely. If it closes above the web, this is a few times. Yeah, Tesla a few times has been. Yeah, I'm getting out of Tesla, guys. If it closes the VWAP, I'll get back in there. But definitely at the VWAP, apparently selling pressure on that. It's super extended, and yeah, I don't, the risk to reward is not there. It's probably going to go through to 21, but where do you want to put your stop loss? So AMD trade turned out is working.
Yeah, AMD was good. AMD's popping up again. NVIDIA's popping up again, maybe going back to 150.
Yeah, AMD looks. Yeah. It looks like it wants to go back up. AMD is also getting a momentum. Semis, SPY's up 1%. Qs are up 1.5%.
Crazy, crazy.
Definitely. NVIDIA is going to go break the high of the day again. All-time high is 156.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, NVIDIA 152. Sorry, 152.80 on NVIDIA. I wouldn't be surprised if today we're going to go to all-time high.
Seems like it.
Yeah, so I don't know what to trade. AMD looks like it wants to go for the break of high of the day. Yeah, I kind of lost the doing there. Tesla wants to go down. Yeah, Tesla is very weak at the revamp. So Elon Musk is probably selling.
I don't know.
Yeah, I still have a small green day. A good trade on AMD at the open. So
Yeah, I've had a decent day. It hasn't been great because it's like I said, because everything pops up, you don't get the nice follow through runs. But I guess SMCI, there were a few good trades. SMCI seemed to be good.
Rigetti is at 21.
I think Tesla's gonna or Nvidia's gonna go here maybe. Still has buyers, but that pop was a bad rejection on that breakout.
Which one is CI?
No, just Nvidia. See if Nvidia can keep pushing here. Still definitely got buyers. You have to wonder if this Jensen Huang speech is going to be a sell the news event. I'm not sure what else he can say.
What is he trying to introduce? Is it a new product that they want to introduce, or?
I'm not really sure if they're introducing anything. He's just a guest speaker at the CES, the electronics show, which happens every year in Vegas around this time.
Yeah, January is first starts tomorrow. Yes, January 7th of January. It's consumer technology, electronic stuff, huh?
Yep.
So I don't know what to trade now. AMD looks like it, but AMD looks like it's actually doesn't have any momentum. SMCI is back 920 on SMCI. What do you think, Brian? Maybe getting it long at the SMCI through near 37. If it comes below 37, maybe SMCI comes 920. Maybe I'll buy something. on SMCI for a 920 trade. Tesla broke the low of the day, 414.
Damn, eh? I knew that
MU
420 level was resistance.
MU is up 10%. Wow. Wow. PLTR bounce back from S4. It's a little bit choppy here. Tesla, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes red. Tesla, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it goes red.
It's probably it'll if it gets down to 410ish area, it's going to be probably a good long for a bounce. If it gets down to PDC.
Buying the 400 puts on Tesla? 400 puts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Tesla.
would wait. This pullback is probably going to get bought very soon.
Not doing great right now. Yeah, goodbye, Lina. Yeah, good trading. Today was a little bit difficult to trade.
It was a little tricky. Yeah, a little tricky. Yeah. As I said before, it's these days where you get these huge moves in the pre-market, it makes it a little more challenging to trade.
So when the market is choppy like this, sometimes, at least for me as a directional trader, sometimes it's best not to trade. So I personally, maybe after that first AMD trade, maybe I should have stopped trading, honestly. So sometimes it's not a bad idea not to trade. So I mean, somebody's asking me, Andrew, have you had days that you don't trade? Like, yes, I do. Today could be one of those days that I'm actually not shouldn't have been trading. Like everything is kind of popping up, and looks like everything risk to reward is not really there on anything. Yeah, I'm having difficulty finding something. It will come. That if you're patient, that setup will show up. You just have to be patient.
See, there's the bounce on Tesla. Happened a little early.
Got a little bit stronger. Oh yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna last. NVDA is gonna go through high of the day one more time. It looks like it. Ryan, should we take some NVDA long or no? Too late.
It's a little late now, but I mean, you'd be chasing it. NVIDIA. I mean, there's orders of 151, 152, 153. I mean, it could go there. Tesla. This is still looking like it might go down test PDC here.
NVDA,
I
oof,
don't know.
150 broke out. I think NVDA is going to
Yeah.
get the new all-time high today.
Let's see.
Tesla, I wouldn't be surprised it goes down to 412.
Yeah, I think there's a big order at 413 here. That's kind of where we were at low of day. It's just hanging in here right now. There we go. There we go. Look at Tesla.
Tesla is going to go. Tesla might be a bounce at the
Wow.
previous day close. Like Tesla,
That's what I
potentially, you can
was.
actually, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Tesla can be potentially a nice bounce at the previous day close. BA short here. Let's take a look at BA short in the chat room. So, yeah, I personally don't take it short here because that's a very big reversal. Like, especially look at the 1005 candlestick. This usually is a very good strong. So, and the stock is gapping there up 1.4%.
Watch this 410 level on Tesla. This is
Tesla is
yesterday's
going to
or
go again.
Friday's high. This is Friday's high right here.
I might take Tesla long at the previous day close, below previous day close. Let's see what we got. NVIDIA definitely wants all-time high today.
Yeah, see it's Tesla's bouncing here a bit already.
Tesla 150, NVIDIA 151, amazing. Don't go without me.
Yeah.
Take me there. What's your trading day, guys, in YouTube? What do you trade, guys? Who is Stacy? I don't know any Tino. SMCI live. All right, I'm glad actually I didn't take any SMCI long on 920 because it kind of really died down. So Excel doing, yeah, it's super strong.
Yeah,
today,
semis are
NVIDIA.
really strong.
Nice.
You know what's going to be a hot sector
So
is graphene.
graphene. Oh, the next one would be graphene, huh?
Next is going to be graphene. Graphene is something you can add to a whole bunch of different things like plastics and makes them stronger. So you can use less, like a bottle, you'd use less plastic and if you add graphene to it. It's got all sorts of applications.
Is there any public company that works on graphene?
Yeah, there's GTI, which is I don't know if I trust that one. So I think it's a Malaysian company.
JT's.
GTI.
JT is also nice.
I've got some money in a Vancouver or a Toronto Stock Exchange venture penny stock.
What is it called?
It's called HG. It's hydro something.
HG, huh?
Hydrograph. It's called Hydrograph Clean Power. Just so everyone knows, I'm in a lot of it at 12 cents, 13 cents, and it's already doubled.
Oh, it's a penny stock, huh?
I know it's a penny stock, as I said. Yeah, danger. Don't invest money you can't afford to lose.
Oh, NVDA is just amazing.
Yeah,
NVDA
look
is
at
great.
that. Look at that bounce. Look at that bounce on Tesla. It didn't quite get to PDC. It got down to yesterday or Friday's high. Just almost got to PDC, because Friday's high and PDC was really pretty close to being the same number.
You know what happened, Brian? I want to tell you something. Actually, something really crazy happened. There was a guy who I never heard of, emailed me and said, "Oh,
Yeah.
here's my $25,000 that you promised me 9 months ago. I send it to you and everything." You know, I have a lot of these online scammers, and you too. Like a lot,
Yeah.
all of us have this impersonator that, and they usually what they do is they send you a message and say, "Hey, we have this funded program account that." You pay us, we trade, and then we share the profit and everything. Everybody heard of that, huh? I don't know. Like everybody's usually ask you, they create a profile like you and say, "Oh, this is I'm the manager," and that kind of thing. So there has been like in the last 10 years, there has been like few people that they send some money to them, $5,000, $2,000, or something like that. And this guy reached out to me and said, "It's been 9 months that I've been sending you money. Please answer me," and tell the whole story of how that money is important for him. It's about $25,000, and he said, "You keep sending me videos. I'll talk to you with videos and FaceTime and everything." And I said, "What are you talking about? I never actually had to talk to you." So I'm going to send you the videos, and he sent these deep fake videos of me. That's with the AI, they put exactly my voice and talking and say,
"Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about your accounts, and we'll send you money." I was blown away. That was a different level of scamming. These deep fake videos, like exactly like me, they were taking these from my public videos that I have on Instagram or other places, and the AI makes it exactly like your voice, and then even your mouth, you don't know if that. It's just so freaky. So the guy has wired, like about $29,000 on that. Maybe I actually create a recap on that. So that is crazy. Like, I mean, we're getting to a point that you can actually FaceTime with someone, completely have a really normal conversation, and that person is not that real person, and you cannot say that this person is actually not that real person.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Like, actually, it's very, very scary.
Yeah, it's come a long way since the when people would just send you people just send fake invoices to companies and just hope no one notices and they get paid. That's a whole new level of scamming.
Yeah, this is a whole new level, and that's just this whole really new level. Like, I mean, I can see if I can actually find for you the guy. And I said, "Well, dudes, just go." So here's, and those of you can actually see my screen. So these are all the emails that this guy is sending to us. And you know, let me show one of these videos. Like, let me, Brent, I can forward you this video, and you can actually play it in. You can play it in for YouTube. So
Yeah, send it
download
along.
this video. Yeah, I'll just email it to you.
Wow.
Hello, Mo.
Yeah,
Firstly, I'm really sorry what happened with your accounts, but I want to let you know we can fix this in less than a day. Trust me.
Wow. See, I'm sorry about your account.
Yeah.
Unfucking this is like 5 years. This is how much younger I was, my hair and everything.
Fix this in less than a day.
Yeah, it's in the old office.
Yeah, that is crazy. Guys, do not send money to anybody under any circumstances, and double check everything and triple check everything.
Yeah. That's a good point too. I mean, just it bears mentioning that if we reach out to you, or if somebody reaches out to you pretending to be one of us on one of the social media platforms, don't believe it. Because we will never reach out to you and offer you, trading service or through social media. That's usually we've had people that have been scammed by fakers that have said, oh, give us some money and we'll trade it for you. Looks like Tesla wants to go back to the VWAP. Some orders back at 420. I'd be almost inclined to short it at if it gets up to the VWAP here
on Tesla.
Yeah.
NVDA is just NVDA the one's all-time high, I think.
Yeah, NVIDIA's
AMD super choppy.
NVIDIA's getting close to VWAP here. Yeah, what an amazing bounce on Tesla.
So Tesla, SPY, everything is going back up. Tesla.
Yeah.
The scanner.
Yeah, I bought some SPXL on Friday too, just because of the way the market closed.
SPXI, yeah. I mean, I was thinking of buying some SOXL, but SOXL is super volatile. Like SOXL is like TQQQ on asteroid. Like it's just like if those guys are gapping up or down 3%, SOXL is always gapping up and down like 4 or 5%. It's really on asteroid.
Hmm. 1480.
Interesting.
Qs and SPYs still going up here. Look at the Qs. Wow.
Yeah, Q's up 2%. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I am thinking that I might actually have another trade. Potentially, I'm looking at Tesla. See if the Tesla looks like it wants to go higher.
I was thinking it wants to go lower.
BOXL.
It's going to go lower.
Yeah, BOXL is a penny stock is running up. Already got halted. That is crazy. Yeah, shit, this MCI is bouncing. Yeah.
Took a quick scalp on Tesla short. Trading 420 puts again, but I'm already out of half of them. Let's see what the other half does anything here.
Yeah, AMD definitely does not have any momentum. NVDA is just a trade that is keep giving here. Your strategy is up to 360 as the daily chart. Yeah, MSTR is also bouncing back. Bitcoin is at 102. Yeah, MU was super nice, 10%. Yeah, the MU was a very nice opening range breakup. Yeah, MU was very nice. SOXL was also very nice opening range breakup. It's just,
yeah,
I just didn't watch them. I wasn't really looking at them.
Yeah, SOXL was really good. Just overall, the semiconductors are just really strong today. Again, it's I think it's kind of a NVIDIA effect. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if this NVIDIA run up to the Jensen Huang speech is just going to be a sell the news event, or if he's actually going to say something that's sort of inspiring, if you want to call it that. Yeah, this AI use of AI stuff is kind of scary, isn't it? Like from a scamming perspective.
Super scary. Like I think deep fake is one of the very most scary parts so far. Like, yeah, deep
Here we
fake is
go.
definitely.
Here we go with that Tesla heading lower. Gonna cover.
NVIDIA broke the all-time high. Is it all-time high? No, it's still 152.80.
Here we are. High. Here we are. Just selling some more.
What are you trading, Brian?
I'm short Tesla right now. Might get stopped out of the rest here. It's pretty jerky. Okay, it's back to where I got in on the rest of this, so I'm going to get out of it.
We're kind of long on Tesla here at 1738. Let's see if we can pop back up to VWAP. Looking at long on Tesla. 1738. Let's see if we can actually pop back to VWAP. 5 minutes is higher though. Tesla. Let's see if Tesla can go to what's the SPY 599. Tesla.
Look at the Qs and the SPY. They're just right at high of day. This is just, they just keep going higher. They're at, we're at R6 now, which is, we're really extended.
On which one and who?
Oh, just the SPY and the Qs, the indexes. NVIDIA's up at R6 right now.
Wow.
I'm tempted to short Tesla again.
Short some long Tesla.
Are you? I think it's...
Yeah, I'm long Tesla. I want to see if I can go to VWAP.
Looking toppy.
You keep hitting the scanner as well, for sure. MSTR
What's
is up
hitting the scanner?
7%. MSTR.
Oh.
It's leverage version MSTX. I think MSTX is 3 times leverage. Or 2 times, 2 times. It's already a bomb. The bomb.
Such a meme stock. It's trading at such a huge premium over Bitcoin.
It is definitely.
Oh, look at Tesla. I should have shorted it. Damn. %, 91% Fed stays with the current interest rate. That's the odds-on favorite right now for the January 29th meeting. Are you still long? Are you still long Tesla? Maybe not. All right, guys. What else? What else have we got? Quantum. I got long some quantum. This is the ETF for quantum computing.
What is it? What is it?
Back
Like
QTUM. Quantum.
QTUM. QTUM.
Yeah.
Defiance quantum. I knew that there's a ETF for quantum.
Yeah. There had to be.
Yeah.
Carvana's starting to break down here. Interesting.
Right. So Tesla. Let's see if what Tesla is doing. I haven't got to stop down on Tesla yet.
It kind of bounced back up again after it sold off. It's pretty choppy now.
I'm still long Tesla, guys. I'm still long on Tesla at 417. I want to see if it can actually go.
Wow. I had a really good day for some of my swing trades.
Yeah, it seems that your trading is doing pretty well, but
yeah. AMD worked out really well. often talk about swing trade setups just in the last half hour of the day, because usually you can usually been able to find some good setups. The yeah, this last Friday, this bounce back really really it looked positive for a follow through today, so that's why I took a bunch of few things long. So, okay, we're doing, Tim in the room's doing Tesla short again.
No, I'm not. I'm long Tesla. Still holding. See if we can actually get back to VWAP. This moving averages is really holding.
Seem to be pulling back on the SPY and the Qs now. And NVIDIA and AMD, everything's kind of pulling back.
Yeah, so let's see if Tesla can. I'm still long Tesla, guys, at 417. I want to see if it can actually go higher to VWAP. Yeah, it looks like it can potentially has the potential.
It does. It's got some orders at 418, 419, which is where the VWAP is, and then big order at 420. An order just showed up at 421.
If you can actually go. Go.
What's the VWAP here? These long Tesla also. That's a good sign.
Guys, I don't know if you can see behind me, but Vancouver is so beautiful. There's a really cloud on top of the ocean. It's a very, very low level. Oof. So scary.
Oh, is it foggy? Like you can't see
Yeah,
you can't see down on the ocean?
yeah, you can see actually there's a really nice fog on the ocean. Like, wow. And you
Oh,
can see
nice.
actually the clear sky and mountains, but this is super trippy.
You don't, yeah, you don't see that very often in Vancouver. You don't get fog like that.
Yeah, you don't. So it's actually, you can see. Yeah, I should be able
It's
to
not
see.
great.
Super nice.
Probably not great if you're coming in, if you're flying in this morning to land here in Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't know if they can actually fly like this, to be honest with you. There's no way that
No,
they can fly on the. Yeah, it's
no,
really nice.
you can't take off or
Yeah.
land, or they, especially, yeah. AMD's really has sold off quite a bit here
Yeah,
in
AMD
the
lost the
last,
VWAP.
last 5 minutes or so. I know AMD's maybe 128.
Tesla, guys, I'm gonna get a stop down on Tesla too here. Ah,
Yeah, Tesla doesn't.
yeah, this is definitely not long today. It's just very bad trading
Just
on my
choppy.
side.
Tesla's still got that. I think it's going to go back and retest this low of day here now. Seen Tesla do this before.
NVDA is going to go break off 152 again.
Yeah. SPY and Qs have kind of run out of steam here.
Yeah, they're kind of toppy.
Yeah.
UXL got halted on the way down. Gary, what are you trading, Gary L? MSTR? You're going long MSTR? Yeah, 357. What are you guys doing? What are you trading? Melania, what are you trading? PLTR 80. It's PLTR trading 79.45. Yeah, PLTR looks like we recovered everything back to previous day high.
Mm-hmm.
PLTR looks like it wants to go to previous day close.
BDC.
Well, Dr. Teddy, what's Apple doing? I haven't traded Apple for a very long time. Like Apple, I know Apple
Yeah,
is
Apple's been
trading at an all-time high,
Apple's,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, PL2. Ooh. Yeah, this ETF of QUTM is actually not a new ETF, huh? We used to have this ETF. When did
Yeah,
it start?
yeah.
2018.
Yeah, it's been here
Wow.
for a while. It just really has taken off in the last little while here.
Tesla is a nightmare. Piece of garbage. Tesla is just
Yeah, it's just choppy.
the NVDA MSTR. It's Thursday, huh? Thursday market close. Why did I put the Thursday on the market close? Did they have closed the Friday, so make it a long weekend for us? What are you missing with us? What's trading, guys, in the chat room? AMD, Mishlov. Yeah, AMD, I don't know. I can't read really AMD is, I really can't read AMD. It's just super choppy. It was really nice trading at the open, but it really gets without any direction. I mean, honestly, I doubt that they're going to have really anything. NVDA was super nice at the open, and NVIDIA was super nice, but again, right now it's super extended. Yuri, and Thursday is market close because of the President Carter. So NVIDIA is going to go through high of the day one more time. Let's see. All right, so Trudeau is stepping down as the leader. Congratulations to everybody who hated the President Justin Trudeau.
Sorry, Brian got disconnected. I think he's trying to log back in.
Good man. He was a good man. Again. Garbage, SMCI. Canada can join the US. I would vote. If there is a referendum, I would vote. I like Canada to be part of US. I mean, we are the biggest, US is our biggest trade partner. I would vote yes to become part of the US.
You think there should be a referendum?
Well, if there is the discussion, there must be a referendum. That's such a political thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if there is a way to happen, it would be a referendum. But I don't think people would vote in Canada. No, I don't. I mean, majority would say no. Please, no discussion. I agree with you, Erin. This is a very dangerous discussion. Let's not have that conversation.
Should we put
Let's
up a
talk about
poll?
Tesla. No. Let's not even poll that one. But yeah, Justin Trudeau stepped down. So the news is out that he's resigning as the party leader. I think it was about time. I think it was about the time, 10 years, like 2000. He was 2013 to now, and then he became prime minister. I think in 2015.
No political polls.
Yeah, no political polls. Yeah, it's a very sensitive topic.
I lost my internet connection there for a minute. I don't know why, but all right. Well, Carvana looks like it's continuing to head lower here.
Right, Brand. What are you up to?
I'm not looking at, I'm not in any trade.
Brian, you are. So wait a
looking.
minute, Brian. You're directly on the chat room. You shouldn't be on the chat room. You should come to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I just, like I said, I lost my connection there. That's better.
Yes.
All right. No, I'm not in any trades right now. I'm looking, but not seeing anything I really want to trade here. The Qs and SPY have really, in the last 30 minutes through 40 minutes, have really gone nowhere. AMD is looking a little weak.
Yeah, Brian, your variable
Yeah.
traders lights are not on.
Oh, I know. Shit, I forgot to turn them on. Plug it in. Variable traders.
Hey guys, one thing is that I want to actually have this thing is that Avi and Paris are want to come after this at 11. So we want to expand our YouTube live a little bit more, guys. So we have two really good traders in the chat room, Avi and Paris. Avi trades very similar. Sorry, Paris trades very similar to me based on the order flow. Avi trades mostly options day trading. So I think what we were having this conversation last week is I want to expand our YouTube show a little bit longer. And I think at 11, Avi and Paris are going to come on YouTube Live. So we're going to actually have Avi and Paris on YouTube to talk about their trades and, especially a lot of people who are options day trading. So Avi can answer questions and Paris obviously can have a lot of, insight on the order flow.
Comments, yeah.
Paris, what did you trade today? I haven't seen Paris trades. I think Avi in the morning trades with his mentees, actually in the morning, but kind of finishes right around this time. So
Paris traded
show us what you
AMD
did.
red day. Oh, yeah, City had it. Yeah, AMD was not an easy. AMD's never easy at the open. I find just tends to chop around a lot. And that's what I found today too. Got a lot of chop. Kind of looks like Tesla wants to go to 418, but I don't see any. I don't see any reason to trade it right now. Can't really tell for sure, so no point in entering the trade. It's had some prior resistance there at 418 as well. It looks like it wants to go there though.
There's nothing stopping NVDA. That's for sure. There you go.
NVIDIA's,
NVIDIA.
Yeah, NVIDIA is on
NVIDIA was
today.
Today. I should have really stayed. I really should have stayed on NVIDIA. What does Rigetti do? Rigetti didn't do the 20. Yeah, it did pop up 21, went up all the way up to 2142. PLTR. Yeah, PLTR is also went green. Someone mentioned in YouTube chat about PLTR. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of felt like PLTR was going to go up. It's just because it's so strong, it's hard even. Didn't it get a down? You got to think it got a downgrade or didn't it?
PLTR, I think, yeah, Morgan Stanley or something did downgrade that. But yeah, I did. Carlos, I did go red to green, as you said, on 80. Yeah.
But it's such a, these stocks, these meme stocks are just like, when they get downgrades like that, it's just an opportunity to buy them because people are just going to go in and buy them back up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at that. Jet NVDA 152, huge Askin and 152.
AMD's trying to hold here. Tesla's starting to sell off again a little bit. That's why I said it's really, I can't tell which direction it's going, so there's no point in being in the trade. It
They're all
looked like it was
garbage.
going to
Yeah,
break out
Tesla.
there. Yeah.
SDRs still strong. Yeah, I think NVDA was the best, really. Paris, did you share your trade on AMD?
Paris is just connecting right now.
Yeah, I think Paris struggled a little bit. AMD, when you look at that chart, it really is pretty ugly. It had that pretty significant pullback at the open. That's where I knew it was going to bounce back up there, so I took it long and got a nice move back up, and then it kind of chopped around, tried to break out, and failed. And now it's really just been super choppy. Qs in the SPY, that pullback on the SPY got bought. Pullback on the Qs got bought, but we're still sort of hanging around R6 on both of those trades. On both of those indexes. Qs might break out here. Hard to say.
NVDA, I'm still in awe on NVIDIA. 5% up. Biggest company in the world, 5%.
Yeah, I should have on Friday. I should have bought NVIDIA too. I do have some NVIDIA in my long-term positions, but should have done it with a swing as well. So Bitcoin's up a lot today.
Yeah, Bitcoin is.
Chewy. Wow.
Yeah, it just keeps going higher. Hey guys, 2 minutes to 11. I actually had a red day. These trades on Tesla really killed me, unfortunately. So let's see what Paris and Avi have for us. All right, guys. How are you guys doing? How are you?
All right.
Thank you so much for trading, guys. So I ended up in the day in the red. Yeah. Let's see where we are with Avi. Hey guys, how are you?
Hey,
good Andrew. How you doing? Can you hear us or hear me?
Yeah, I
We
can hear you. I can hear Avi.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Yep, Paris, I can hear you as well, really well, clear.
Awesome.
No.
Percy. Awesome.
Awesome.
Percy, you haven't got the
Day one of
helicopter
YouTube
going.
live, and it's a red day for me.
Always happens.
Yeah.
Same with me.
All right.
Paris, sorry, Avi. Paris, you're very clear. Avi, your sound is a little bit muffy. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's okay for today, but it seems to me that you're clear. Your voice can be a little bit more clear. Like Avi, Paris, you're pretty good. Okay.
All right. I'll work on this. Give it a gain.
Yeah, it's okay. For now, it's okay.
All
But
right.
just it seems to me, yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, guys,
All
handing
right.
over
Thanks,
to you
Jack.
guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Hey, Paris, how you doing, bro?
Well, I am currently short Tesla, and I am red on the day, guys, for today. AMD messed me up, and Tesla is doing that too. So uh, we'll see how it goes. Currently, the weakness is not there on Tesla. It's very balanced uh, way the transactions are happening. So I don't have a conviction on Tesla either, but I'm biased on the short side for the PDC. So that's what I'm looking for. What did you trade?
Well, my story is very similar to yours. Took a stop on AMD, took a stop on Tesla. I'm in Tesla again now, long at the moment. And
Oh, you're long at the moment.
yeah. And I've been holding Apple long for, I don't know, more than an hour already, from about 240, 420. So that thing's nice. It's still going. But yeah, still realized red at the moment. And then, Apple's been good so far. You didn't get into NVIDIA. I thought you would have. It looks like your kind of thing.
NVIDIA, I did trade at the open, but I again got stopped out and could not have that conviction on any trade today, just because how extended it was.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share screen. I can share screen in the chat room or something.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, my
do
bad.
this.
We're just going to keep you guys into YouTube, and Thor is
got
going
it.
to go in the chat room. So Thor, I'm going to leave the chat room, and you guys can stay on YouTube.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks.
awesome.
And yeah, my screen is sharing at the moment, Brent. So is that showing on YouTube or are we good with that? Do I need to adjust that?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. So yeah, Apple was good for me at least at the after this big 5-minute hammer. What was it? The 950 candle. After that, that was bullish. So I've been bullish since then, more than an hour really. So let's see. Hopefully this just runs. It's always nice when you get into a trend and you don't have to think too much. Always good.
Okay,
But
Tesla
is
selling
a
off
good-
at 415. Now I'm looking for the break of low of the day on Tesla. 415 is an important level that it's trying to hold. If it drops the 415, that's when we'll be looking for an extension or flush clearly.
Nice. That's when I'll be stopping out.
So let's see if it breaks the 415.
Yeah,
If
I'll be
this
stopping
goes
out
to
on
low of
Tesla.
the day, yeah.
Good.
If this goes the low of the day, then I might come back to break even. So,
You got this. Nice. Apple's breaking that high of day, so I'm excited about that. Still in it. Still no partials.
oh, very nice, Apple.
Still letting it rip. Ideally, beyond 247. Let's see. Happy with this. But yeah, I got a close eye on Tesla as well. This is great. You're short and I'm long. This is fantastic.
Man, but Tesla is such a indecision right now. It's sometimes the buyer step in and sometimes the seller step in. It's just crazy. Yeah, now the buyers are trying to step in. I wouldn't like in a regular day, I wouldn't even touch this stock right now. This is just a very indecision stock. It can go either ways.
Yeah, it's been tricky today. Again, I like Tesla after a big 5-minute hammer at about 10:10. After that, I figured new buyers in the market, same setup as Apple, similar setup. But as you said, it's just become indecisive in the last hour. And now it's just hard to look at. All right, this Apple is working out. Might get close to an exit soon. Look at that. There we go. Okay. So as Apple moves up, I'm expecting trouble at 247. I've got a level there. So if it finds sellers there, that would be an exit for me. And let's see, Tesla go the other way.
Yeah, Tesla looks like a long now. So
Yes. You know, I was interested in Microsoft today. It really looked good. 433 was the big level, big reversal hammer from there. Haven't touched it yet, but still could be good. Well, let's see. Nice patterns. Cool. We got questions here in YouTube. Let's see. What do we... Brent, could you let us know if we got any questions or anything you'd like us to answer? Or I'm trying to catch up on this chat here.
okay, I'm getting out of Tesla. Out of Tesla. Stopped out of Tesla.
Yeah, we're just going to continue live trading, and yeah, if anybody on YouTube has questions, I don't know if Paris and do you have
Yeah,
that
let
open?
me see if I can go to YouTube. I haven't.
Yeah, I'm watching the YouTube. So while Paris stopped out, I'm still in it. It's just about at my break even now. Moving the stop in tighter, moving the exit in tighter below the previous wick. So let's see. Hopefully this one works. Meanwhile, Apple is on the run. Oh man.
Avi, can you do me a
Nice.
favor? Can you
Yeah.
point the mic, the top of it, towards your mouth a bit, and then move it away from you a little bit? It's just too strong.
All right. Any better now? Good. No.
It's not as strong, but have it elevated, but just back away from your mouth a little bit. Yes. Now talk into it.
All right. Any better now? Yeah, I'm seeing on YouTube people
That
say it's
sounds better.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. There we go. That works. So the Tesla trade is beginning to work for me, barely. And the Apple one is great. Man, I hope some of you guys took this. This was just such a ripper. Smashed right into 247. And my exit is, well, still haven't gotten an exit, but if it loses the previous 5-minute candle, I'll be out. So that maps out to right about where it is, about 475 on these options contracts. Yeah, that's a good one. It worked. But yeah, Tesla is a real dud, along with AMD. Tesla, yeah, it goes back and forth. Probably best to get out, but I'm still in it.
Yeah, Tesla is just such a clear. It's not a clear imbalance. It just keeps buying and selling, buying and selling.
Yeah. Good, you're out of it. You don't have to mentally stress over it. I'm still doing that.
Yeah, it's but now it's going in my favor. So now I now I have this FOMO of getting out. Yeah, now it's gonna sell off.
Yeah, I might exit this one fairly quickly now. Oh, there it is. Smash right into my stop. Wow, that was hard.
Yeah,
Really fast. Okay, so I'm out
yeah.
of that.
Tesla literally stopped me out, and then now it's going high, lower. Now I think very good chance it goes to 410.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dominating. This is a candle of domination.
Nice. You know what broke my heart today? Really broke my heart was Meta. You look at the setup here. After this big 5-minute hammer, the entry was a new high for me and just going up. Would have been
Wow.
like 50. I can't believe I didn't take this one. I'd still be just holding full size. It's just such a good setup. But yeah, I was
Wow.
talking with my mentee about it. And like, oh, I might take it, I might not, and I didn't. I took Tesla instead. Got stopped out. So well, that's a good one. And Apple is still good. I'm still not exiting on Apple. No partials or nothing just yet. Still got this position running. Wow. Let's see what happens. What do we have here? On YouTube, we got Arvind. Moving averages? No, I don't use moving averages. I just use candlesticks. I don't even use the volume indicators anymore. It's just candlesticks and levels. So, yeah, division V, you like the strategy? That's fun. You know, it's pretty relaxed. I don't have to stress out too much about trading because it either, it's pretty black and white, enter or exit. Not much to it. And there's not much room, not much wiggle room.
Yeah, NVIDIA is rallying, guys. NVIDIA is a beast today.
Yeah. Now 152, a good setup, I'd say, for a breakout of 152. Very good. So we got some questions here. Let's try and get to some of these. We got Matt's Johnny. How do you stop loss with options on stocks? So volatile. So the way I do stops is I just map it out. If you look at my screen here, I've got the Apple stock chart, and then I've got the Apple options chart. And wherever I want my exit to be on the Apple stock chart, I just map it out visually, just eyeball it, put it on the Apple stock chart. So for now, I'd like my stop to be below the previous 5-minute candle. So that would mean approximately moving this exit to about 4.9 or so, around about there. That's it. That's how I do it. Just mapping it. Don't really need to do too much for this. Shit, Meta's driving me nuts, guys. Anyone here long in Meta? This is ridiculous. It's $1 million trade right here. All right, so you weren't watching Meta at all today?
No, I don't. I usually don't even trade Meta. Guys, I'm taking a shot on Tesla 414. I'm chasing it, but let's see if it's. I'm kind of chasing it, to be honest. Well,
We got Venuconda here in YouTube. No, I don't automate stop losses. I just use DOS and just put it on the screen where I want it. I mean, it's so simple to where DOS is really simple. You just type in the number and hit, stop or buy or sell or whatever. And you don't need much automation. It's probably going to take me more effort to figure out automation than this. So nice and simple. Andrea, yeah, I just use candles and levels. And so what I rely on are candlestick patterns. Like they got to be really, really neat. Like on Apple here, the entry criteria was this big hammer after a little bit of indecision at about a level that I like. And then the new high after that was my entry. And I'm still holding it. It hasn't made a 5-minute low. It hasn't made a deeper pullback than a previous pullback. It hasn't done anything of that nature. So for now, I'm not even interested in exiting unless, now at 247, you can see you expect sellers here. That's why I expected it anyway. So let's see. It could either break out of there or get stuck and make a new low. That's when I'll be out. So that's the criteria I'm using for this. Sam, you got out of Meta. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta hold on, man. These stocks when they want to go, they want to go. That's why I like this strategy of trailing the price, basically. It's effectively the strategy I'm using, just trailing. I'm not using a moving average, but I'm using candlestick patterns. So I don't like moving averages. I get chopped up a lot. And Paras, Tesla's looking good for you, 410.
yeah,
Pushing
Tesla is
down.
dropping. So Tesla is awesome. So now this is where I start covering. So
Nice.
412.81, that's where I'm covering some. I'm looking for the low of the day and 410. That's when I'm looking. The risk reward is actually not in my favor. I just took it because it was weak.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
got
looking for
momentum.
the momentum, yeah, to be So the momentum was actually in my favor. And Tesla.
Nice.
So so far as you have a very good question. If I use moving averages, so moving averages are my reference points, and they are not my decision makers. Nice, beauty, Tesla. So Tesla looks like it wants to go to the low of the day, which is very close to low of the day right now.
There it goes. And I just exited Apple. Made 5-minute low right there. So that's the end of that trade. That was
Okay.
fun. Held for an hour and a half, I think, about approximately. So
Guys, I'm also long AMD. This time it has let's see if it has a chance to break the 130. Today is the day where you're trying to make back your losses. It's not making money.
one of those. Yeah. Well, I'm just about break even now with a nice Apple trade, so that helps.
That's very good. Yeah, I want to see 410 on Tesla and 130 on AMD.
I might reverse Tesla go long if it really bounces off of this area, but that's going to take 10 minutes. But let's see. Probably hit 410 and then reverse, huh?
So Tesla, another low. Tesla looks for the PDC. I think PDC is coming on Tesla. Okay, Tesla is dropping. Nice. Nice. PDC, guys. PDC. Beautiful. Beautiful. Broke the
Nice
low of the
job.
day on Tesla.
Good one.
Beauty. So 410, 410, 20. 410. Awesome. Awesome. Not back in business yet, but uh, but good trade overall. So AMD is looking for a long too. Finally, something is working. At least Tesla worked. Let's see if
Nice. That was
AMD has a yeah.
cool. Some of you guys were asking about the exit criteria here. You can see I took the Apple exit after the new 5-minute low. And that was the exit, but I held on until it basically made that candle. And that's what allowed me to hold it all this way. And my strategy, at least for now, dictates no partials. So just entry and exit. This was it. It's so I'm not relying on anything but candlestick patterns. It just looks like the bears can take over at this area. And the confirmation was a new 5-minute low. So that's the exit. And for now, nothing for me. No trades, no positions. But let's see. Still going to be lots of opportunity.
So AMD is not doing anything. I think it's a AMD. I've traded AMD 1, 2, 3, 4 times already. This is my 5th trade on AMD. Now it's looking for the break. Let's see if it gives us any.
What are you seeing on AMD? Is there a big buyer somewhere right below where you are? 129-ish?
Yeah, 129. 129 was my was the area where I saw buyers. And 130 is basically a seller, but I'm looking for the break of 130. And AMD, after selling off, drop of 129, it never went like low of the day. And now I'm thinking this has a chance to go high of the day, then just because it did not sell off.
All right. Interesting. All right there, huh? Let's see. So I actually have my eyes on Tesla as well. Still haven't taken it here.
So you're looking for a long on Tesla?
I'm waiting to see. For now, I am seeing buyers at the 410 area as expected, but I'm still not seeing the patterns I like. So it's going to be a bit of wait and see. A few more 5-minute candles for me, so it'll take a bit. But it is interesting in this area. I mean, who knows? New big buyers could come in and then just go all day, or it could just leak off all day. I'm waiting to see.
I think currently the price action is more bearish than bullish, but it can, usually change eventually. But currently the sellers are, more aggressive than buyers. So we'll see if it drops, makes new low, does a pullback, and then see that slam. That's usually an aggressive seller, very big slam, and I think it's gonna break the low of the day now again, 410.
There it goes. Yep. Pushing weaker.
Beauty. Oh, nice. Love you, Tesla. You are always a savior for me.
I was waiting.
Tesla. Like
I'm waiting for
Tesla
that
is that loyal girlfriend who never disappoints me. She is.
Yes, you always want to have one of those, huh?
Yeah, if I'm having a red day, if I do something, I always look up to Tesla. It's like that's where I can make money.
Oh, yeah. Tesla, you and your love for Tesla, man, it's great. Nice job.
Yeah. I write Teslas. I have all the things about Tesla in my house as well. So covering some 408, 410.
Yeah, that's awesome.
AMD is working out as well. So let's see how much of momentum is there on the.
Nice. Tesla. Let's see if it pulls back for a retest in this 412 area. That's when I would go short, but that's not likely at the moment.
Yeah.
We got Adrian short Apple. No, I'm not shorting Apple. Just because I exited the long doesn't mean I go short. At least the way I see it, I don't see a setup for the short. It is going down, but I didn't get the setup I like. For me, it would be a double top or something. So again, it'll have to pull back. It'll take 30 more minutes if it sets up. And if it does set up, yeah, I'll take it, but not for now. For now, no positions for me, for my style of trading at least.
So AMD is slowly grinding higher, which I think 130 is coming for AMD. And I haven't taken any partial yet.
That. That's awesome. Meta's still breaking my heart. And Google as well. I was looking at Google earlier, did a very nice 5-minute ABCD pattern. Again, a pretty good setup for the way I like it. Didn't take it. You can see the market's an absolute gold mine. I probably saw 3 setups I didn't take and 3 that I did. So always an abundance of opportunities.
Yeah.
We got division V. Yeah, this strategy works just fine on any account size. The most important thing is not to think so much about account size. Think about risk management. How much can you afford to risk per trade? You figure that out before you show up to trade. And then don't break that rule. When you get on a trade, put on that amount of risk, stop out when you're supposed to, and exit when you're supposed to. And a lot of people get all excited about account size and all, but I don't think that's important, especially not in the first few years. What's more important is learning how to trade, risk management, figuring out your process. A process that you can do consistently and not burn out. And then you're in the game.
So AMD did some pullback. It's just being in that range. Here in Virginia, it is so snowy, Avi. It is full of snow, all white. I think it's 4 inches of snow or something. So,
Wow. I was on about 4 inches of sand last night on the beach.
nice, bro.
Different world, man. I gotta say, I miss the snow though. I miss snowboarding and stuff. So when we get to Vancouver, do some snowboarding in
Yeah,
March.
of course.
Yeah. Good time. That'll be fun. About enough sand for now. There you go. AMD, another little push up.
Yeah,
Very
AMD
nice.
is trying to push up. So I haven't taken any partials yet. So I'm looking for the break of 129.50 and then eventually 130.
Nice.
But it's not looking promising, AMD. It's just grinding up and down.
Doing what Tesla did 30 minutes ago, right? Chopping. I'm looking for a top on Meta. It's in this area where it could go the other way. So big reversal, maybe potential, but that'll take a while to set up as well. Very nice. You know what was good earlier as well that I didn't take was Amazon. If you guys look at this, it moved so aggressively and the setup was pretty much there. Nice double bottom, the first one there and the second one at about 10.10. The new high was the entry, and pretty much the exact setup I like. But another one, didn't take it. And that would have been a ripper. You have days like that. You just can't get too frustrated. You drive yourself nuts.
Yeah.
So there was Amazon, Meta, and even Google to a certain extent. Didn't take them. Oh well.
Yeah, AMD is now at my break-even point. I don't know if I should have hold it or just stop out.
Big choppy area.
Yeah.
Daniel, I should be kiteboarding. I like windsurfing, Daniel. So I windsurf a fair bit here in Dubai. We get some pretty cool storms in the winter. So 20, 30 knots of wind, and that's pretty good for Dubai. Get to enjoy that a few times. So yeah. We got Gaurav MSTR. You want to look at that? I haven't looked at that since I used to trade stuff like that. Well, what I see is what it did at 5-minute ORB, really more like a 30-minute breakout, bit of a retest, push up. Ooh, big hammer. So now it looks bullish, yeah, off of 360 area. But That's just the current price action. You need context before you do anything else. So make sure you got levels in play or you got a moving average or something that you're working with. Looks like a lot of momentum played on MSTR today. Again, not something I look at and not something I trade. But yeah, it looks good. Let's see. So Tesla sitting there at 410. Not sure what it wants at this point, but I got an eye on Tesla. I tried to long it twice already today. Maybe it's time for a short, huh? All right, so you're gonna hold Tesla for 400 today?
No, not really. If it holds above 410, like 410 was my target usually. So
Yeah.
if it holds above 410, I'll get out.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Let's see where the buyers are. Right there.
Yeah, I'm getting all out on Tesla. All out on Tesla.
Nice trade, man. Really good momentum. Momentum trade.
Yeah. Now AMD is the only trade that I am in right now. And it's currently exactly at my break-even point. So I don't know what to do with AMD.
Eric, the tallest building in Dubai. Yes, I've been there a long time ago. I took a girl up there for a drink once. I haven't gone back. That was a long time ago. It's more of a tourist thing. Oh.
Which one? The Burj Khalifa?
Yeah, yeah. Good to visit once, have an occasion or something. And it's a long elevator ride. But yeah, good view. What is it, like 2,000 feet up or something? Scuffy, I'll have to answer that to you later. How about that?
Oh, very nice, Eric Merritt. Great trading on Tesla. I'm long on AMD, guys. I am long. 4,000 shares on AMD. I don't know what it's gonna do.
You see any sort of big buyer coming in and popping AMD up for us, or I see a little bit of
129
chatter.
was the buyer. 129 was a very clear hell bid scenario. Like the buyer which held even by the penny. So 129 was an important buyer, which I was watching the day. But again, when you see some buyers, if they're not aggressive, like the entire day on AMD has been that. Like you see buyers and then they're not trying to step up, they're not aggressively stepping up. They are trying to hold it, drop it, hold it, drop it, and which is these are the price action which I do not like. And today has been the day and has the theme of the day. Like majority of the stocks that I traded and even in NVIDIA, it wasn't an easy trading. It was like very choppy trading. It wasn't like a clear trend move on the up or the downside. And that's a theme today. And Andrew was talking right. He like these are the days my kind of trading. I just want to take an off day, but you don't. Yeah, the thing is you don't know until you know, right? Today, like now I know that this is the theme. You don't know at the open that this is going to be the theme.
Yep, that's right. We see a buyer, you want to see them stepping it up, and it's so funny. You're able to see that on the tape. I'm looking for the same thing, just
Yeah.
looking at candles. So we're looking for the same
Yeah.
thing, effective indicators. That's when you know it's the beginning of a move.
True.
Meta, for the first time, throwing some serious indecision about 623. Still looking
I
at
think
this. Let's
AMD
see.
has a chance to pop. AMD is trying to step up, grinds up slowly, but AMD has a very good chance to pop up to 130.
Mhm. You know what I'm seeing on AMD? You see these tweezer bottoms on the 5-minute chart at 129. That's a candlestick pattern I like to see for a momentum push.
Mhm.
Right about now, when you're saying where it could pop up through to 130, it's yeah, it has a good chance. That's why I'm seeing buyers again, holding it, confirming 129, just in the last 10 minutes.
Okay, AMD popping up, guys. Very nice. Let's see. I want to see it break the 129.50. So 129.50, 51 lifted. Let's see if it pops up. Breaks to the high.
There you go.
Here we
That's
go.
it.
Now I'm selling some. Here I'm selling some 54. Now it's gonna squeeze to 130. Let's see if it has a.
We got T-Man 101, Artie. There's no Artie here. If you're directing it to me, okay. Yeah, my strategy is basically I pick off levels on the daily chart, and then I just wait for the price action to get there. And either it breaks through, or it reverses, or it gets stuck there, stagnates. There's 3 possibilities. And what I look for are very specific candlestick patterns to tell me what's the most likely possibility. If it's likely to get stuck there, I won't touch it. But if it starts to do a breakout pattern or a reversal pattern, like a double bottom, double top, one of those big hammers, something like that, then I'm in the game. And I do have very specific candlestick patterns that I like to look for, and then confirmation of those patterns. And that's when I take them. But I only take them off, again, off of these levels. If these patterns occur at any other place on the chart, I'm not interested. So that's the quick and dirty of it. I like meta where it is, but I mean, I like the pattern on it, but it's not anywhere on the chart that makes sense to me. That's why I won't touch it here. I don't have a level up here. It's about 623. It's looking weak. It might end up as a reversal. It hasn't given any confirmation yet, but this is the kind of pattern that would get me interested. And there we go with MD. Are you on your way? I like that.
Okay, AMD popping up, guys. Now we're gonna be in business. This will make me back to break even. I am back and nice. AMD, guys. I knew it was gonna go to 130.
Nice. Good job holding through that. That's a hard one, man. To hold through that.
Man, yeah.
Experience, man. That's experience. That's what a lot of guys here should take that example. What Paras just did was just the experience to be able to hold through that and not get in and out 10 times while it was doing that. So great job, buddy.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, now I want to see the break of 130. 130 is gonna be an important, and it's did not break the all day. So when it breaks this time, the power of it is gonna be so much high that it would go to 131 even. So that's what I'm looking for. Let's see if it breaks the 130 and hold above 130. That's what I want to see.
Nice. And yeah, if it breaks 130 and then comes back and retests 130 from the top side, that's when I'll be interested in playing a retest of the breakout. That strategy's totally take a lot longer to set up, but if it happens, I'll be in that. Let's see, we have Amazon's interesting as well, but a little choppy. Motivations and affirmations. That's a cool name. Tesla long yet? No. Oh gosh, no. Not for me. Tesla still holding down below this 411 level I have. You can see buyers in the 410 area, but there's nothing telling me it's moving away from this area. Right now, it's just chopping around this area, kind of like what it did at 416 for a while. There's nothing here. In my view, it's just choppy. So wait and see. But for example, earlier when it did this big hammer on the 5-minute chart, then did that new high, that was my entry criteria. It took that and then stopped out. But no problem stopping out if you take your setup. But if you take a setup that's not yours and then you stop out, now you're not trading. Now you're just gambling. So wait for your setup. If it comes, take it. And then it doesn't matter if you stop out or you make money because you're trading. Long term, you'll survive. We have Richie. What patterns am I looking for? All right, let's find you some examples. So Apple was one that worked nicely today. This big hammer at the level, that's a pattern I like. But in context, it came down very aggressively. Doesn't mean just go long after the hammer. What happened is after the big candle, you see this smaller candle, and then the hammer, that's good. If this hammer happened right after this big giant candle, that's not the same because it's still very bearish. But after the indecision candle, you could say, and then the big hammer, then the new high, that's the entry area. Then you're in the trade. So that's one candlestick pattern I like. This massive hammer on a 5-minute chart, but in context. Very, very important to have it in context. I'll give you the opposite context. Look at Microsoft. It did the same thing, this big hammer, but right after a big bullish candle. That's why I haven't shorted it. And good, I didn't, because look at this. It's just sitting there. It's not going anywhere. So you got to have it in context. And this is one pattern that I trade almost every day. It shows itself almost every day. Usually these are big reversal candles. And that's what I was saying earlier on Tesla. That's why I took it long earlier and stopped out. It did that pretty much in the area where I like it to be, but it didn't work. So no big deal if it doesn't work. It was good. The setup was there. You take it. So that's one of the key ones that I really like. Let's see. As others pop up, I'll show them to you. Mustafa Rahimi.
Boom!
And
AMD 130, guys.
yeah, nice. Nice.
Now I think let's see if the new buyers step in. I think it's holds the 130 and then continues to 131.
The breakout.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for AMD to actually go. So I would be holding it for a...
On my chart, the next level is 132 and above. So yeah, plenty.
Yeah. No, actually, you're right. It can go to 132 as well.
Mustafa, I think NVIDIA is a mess, right? About here, we know that there's big sellers at 152. If it breaks out of there, then you can consider it long. For now, I also don't have any indications for a short. It's also not a level I have, but pretty much price action is telling you 152 is about as far as it wants to go, and it wants to sit there. It's been doing that for an hour. So it's not a place where I would touch it. So be careful with it right here. So for example, you had also Paras traded AMD out of the choppy area and held through and got through. But what I will do is if it sets up now outside of this choppy area on the other side of 130, above 130, that's when I would start to consider it. But again, it's a different strategy completely. Like Paras would look for momentum on the tape and such things. I'm looking for bigger picture candlestick patterns. And in my trades, typically, I have to hold them for a couple of hours before they really work. So yeah, different strategies, different ways of doing things. And there's no right and wrong way.
Yeah, as far as you have that edge that you can prove on through your analysis on your trades that it is making money, that's what that matters. Nobody, like if you go to a bank, no, the bank doesn't ask you that did you trade like Avi or did you trade like Paras or did you trade like Momentum or did you just the analysis on things that make sense to you and gives you more conviction on trades and have a higher probability of you winning in terms of risk reward as well as the percentage. That's what that matters. So yeah, so find your edge, and there are multiple people, there are multiple ways of making money. Choose one that makes sense to you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to make sense to you. Absolutely. That's why I remove moving averages. They don't make sense to me, but a lot of people use them. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense to you. Nice. AMD completed a very neat breakout, even on a 5-minute chart.
Amazing. I am so happy. I am back in business, guys. How can I not be back in business? Now I'm back above break even. So, yeah, you just need one good trade, guys. You just need one good trade. As far as you
Yeah.
keep managing your risk, and one good trade will make uh,
Hmm.
all your losses back and more. So
Tesla's getting jealous, Paris. Cheating on her again.
who's getting jealous?
Tesla, you're cheating on her again.
Tesla is getting jealous. Tesla is to the low of the day. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I knew AMD had it in him. AMD is
Nice.
nice. So 150, 130.50. Selling some 130.50, guys. So 131 might be coming soon. Tesla is looking for the low of the day. No, no love for Tesla.
Yeah, Temukana British trailing orders. Yeah, that's effectively what I do on candlestick. Most people do trailing stops on momentum, on moving averages. And that's fine. I've just taken that philosophy and do it with 5-minute candlesticks. I basically put my exit below the most recent pullback, and that's it. But yeah, they work just fine. I like them very much because I like to. It allows me to hold a full position for a big move, and all you need is 1 or 2 of those in a month, and those are huge. So big advantage to trailing stops. But you got to know how to use them and when to use them. There goes Meta. I was telling you guys, Meta at this area was interesting. 623. I just don't have a level there, but you can see where the sellers are taking over a bit. Down for 620.
And I've seen you trade Meta so much, so efficiently. Like, and that's the nature of two different traders, right? For Avi, Meta is a great ticker to trade, and I haven't traded Meta at all. I'm not a big fan of Meta. I don't even watch Meta. Maybe it's too pricey stock with jumps around for me. But for Avi, it's a I think max 7 stocks that you target, right? And those are the stocks that he trades every single day of the week, and very consistent with his trades on what he's looking for. So you don't need uh, because these max 7 stocks have been in play for a very long time, so you don't need a, a new list every single day uh, as far as these max 7 stocks are in play. And Avi is a great example of how you can use them to your advantage on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely. Mag 7, last 5 years, if you ever only looked at these, that's it. You don't need much else. But again, it depends on your strategy. If you really are doing that 1-minute ORB stuff, you need to find things in play, big catalyst, big gap, all that stuff. I'm actually avoiding that because I'm looking to capture the bigger moves of the day, usually through the middle of the day. I rarely take trades within the first 30 minutes. So yeah, again, different styles, and yeah, these Mag 7 stocks. I mean, I like it because I can show up right at the opening bell and turn it on and go. There's not much to it. So, anyways, different styles, keep an open mind to figuring out your trading style. There's so many ways. I did all that momentum stuff for years, many years. But then, you got to do it your way. Meta's breaking my heart again for the second time today. This whole reversal setup. I can't take it. Just can't take it. It's not at a level.
So NVIDIA, not NVIDIA, AMD is looking for another high. I love AMD now. Like this made me, thank you AMD and Tesla. They made me back. I was down 4 grand on the day, and now I'm back.
Always a good feeling, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone today is in that story. Same story.
Yeah, today at the open was messy. Was very messy. Like if I show you an AMD chart, uh, I am very proud of every trade I took, but I stopped out on all of them. So, and that's the nature of the market, guys. You would be right in every way, but the market doesn't give you and you could still lose money on it.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Just what I was telling you guys earlier, like Tesla, Apple, and Meta, for me, put in the exact same setup, pretty much exactly the same. I took Apple, that worked. I did not take Meta, which would have worked beautifully, and I did take Tesla, which stopped out. So, as long as your setup's there, you take it. You can be happy about it. Doesn't matter if you stop out or not. Of course, you manage your risk. Whether you keep that going, then you'll be here for a long, long time. And it kind of sucks. It hurts to get stopped out, but it's part of the game. And then you don't stop out too big. You take the next good one, and off you go. There goes Tesla 408. I'm really curious about Tesla in this area. Still not setting up with anything I'd like to see. Let's see.
Okay, AMD popping up higher. So let's see if it is.
You recycle any shares, Paris? At this
Yeah, it
point?
never gave us a deeper pullback. No. I was actually thinking of adding more at 129 when it was pulled back, and I was like, maybe it's not a good idea because I was already long tier 3 size on that. So
Yeah, fair enough.
but no, if it gives me a pullback maybe to 130 or below, then I'll add more, but not right now.
Mhm. Yeah, if it pulls back to 130 and bounces, that would be my entry
Yeah.
for the rest.
And the problem with ad is like if you don't use the adding, it's a very, very profitable way of, very good way of making so much more money. But if you're not cautious about the areas and the, right entries, it would mess up your average so bad that, even a good trade will turn out to be a break even or a losing trade for you. So very careful in adding to the position.
Yeah, you got to be very specific about the criteria and the
Yeah.
size of it. Very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
I actually wish I had it
I
on my
think
trade
131
today.
is possible on AMD. 131 is coming. The buyers are still stepping up. They keep stepping up.
Nice. Yep. As soon as it broke out of this 130 area, it's basically nice and smooth. Out of this opening chop. That's a nice, good move. So stay in it until it stops. That's the way I would do it. Let's see. It's funny, the more I'm looking at charts now, the less I'm seeing setups. Everything's kind of moving away from clean setups. So that'll be a lot of sit and wait for me, at least for another couple hours.
So Apple is Apple is at a pullback area.
RLW, no, I watch only the 5-minute chart these days. No 1-minute charts. Juan Carlos, how do I interpret Apple? 5 minutes? Well, let's see. Car said it's a pullback. Yeah, 246 area. It's, well, basically bullish pullback. I mean, I like to think of it as a retest of this breakout area, about 246, where it broke out from earlier. That high of day area, let's see. Well, for now, you have candles overlapping each other on the 5 minutes, so it's not something I would touch. See if new buyers come into this area. That could be a lot of fun.
Man, what happened to PLTR?
PR. Did you trade that today? Oh, no. Somebody else.
No, I did not trade PLTR, but looking at the chart from rejected the 80 and now it's 76.40.
That's
not
awesome. I would have loved about put contracts on that. My goodness. That's huge. That's a 6-figure trade
Yeah.
right there. It's huge. What
It's
the hell?
crazy. What?
How would you have predicted that? I don't know. Just gonna watch it.
And
It's- it's
people would
high.
go long at when it breaks the 79, thinking that it's gonna go high, and then the next thing you know, it's just
Yeah.
sells off. Crazy.
And it's price action like this where trailing stop is amazing. If you find an entry for a short and you're just trailing the candle, you're still in it quite literally for $4.
Yeah.
With a full size. So this is these kinds of moves are really fun. Again, based on the strategy.
Oh, there is a news on PLTR from JP Morgan. That's what Cam is saying.
All right. News and catalysts, all that fun stuff. What do we have? Okay, AMD is now getting more of my attention as it comes towards 130. If it does, waiting for a specific pattern for the retest of this 130 area, then I might get involved. Oh. Rajesh, I don't do CFDs. The broker I use is Interactive Brokers. Most of us do. And so that's the only one I can tell you about.
I use Charles Schwab. That's what I use.
There you go. Helen, you want to know about Tesla? I think it's messy. It's throwing wicks on both sides. It's not really at a level I'm interested in. It's very hard to trade. I think it's been hard to trade all day. I mean, it's, on a 5-minute chart, it's just throwing wicks on both sides. And I can tell you, I stopped out twice on this. So, no, don't have a good feeling for it to go anywhere. And I don't see any patterns or anything. Most interesting thing at the moment is AMD. Unless you're looking at Amazon right now, it's doing a bit of a pop if you're able to pick that. But AMD for this 130 area and then through the afternoon, perhaps it goes long. That would be ideal. Well, let's see. AMEVO buying puts on AMD? No, I'm not buying puts on AMD. No. At the moment, if anything, it's setting up to retest the 130 area to go long, in which case, if I get my setup, I'll buy calls, not puts. Calls are when you want to go long. Division V, no, I don't have any dynamic stop losses or anything like that. A stop loss is what you see on the screen. That's it. I just put it on the chart. That's all there is. Cool. We good to go, I think, Paris. That's the end of the session. It's noon.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good job,
No,
guys.
thank
Hey,
you.
thanks
Thank
so
you, Avi.
Thanks, bro.
So we are back in business and first time, but we'll be available every day, every single weekday from 11 to 12 on YouTube Live to talk to you and, trade live with you guys. So have a great rest of the day and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Avi.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Paris. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take it easy.